Good day, chat. 'Tis I, that guy. Alright, so first things first, I updated my drivers for graphics, so now everything is fucking wrong. Even though it says, why did full screen borderless windowed, then why did you launch an exclusive windowed? Or full screen. The game, it lies to me. Continue. When we last left off, the dragon was bugged out. Although I think that might have been the last place we left off. I don't remember. But I fixed the dragon. And now we're getting attacked by demons and everything sucks. Because those armies are strong, and they coming. Oh boy, they coming. And I probably did not do Act 2's Crusade stuff well enough, although it definitely has ramped up here. As far as recruitment and getting good units goes. Oh, I remember what happened last time. I read a lot of dialogue. Because holy shit does a bunch of shit come up when you first get your little commander room there. So, I don't remember what I was doing other than waiting for what's-his-face's stupid army to come and 1v1 me, scrub. What is wrong with that map? Oh, we're off to a great start. So this game for me has been... Oh, that's not... that's a bug. This game for me has been notoriously buggy, which I'm alright with. It hasn't really been game-breaking bugs, except... Social. I assume that's Social. Yeah, that's Social up there. Stuff like that. It's been mostly cosmetic bugs. I think there's been... Oh. There's been the occasional game-breaking bug, but nothing that a small reload couldn't fix or going to the next area didn't solve in the case of Ember being entirely unable to act out of combat in the Ghoul Tower. So apparently it wants me to go to the street. I don't want to. I want to go adventure. Fuck this. I'm not here to be a commander. I'm here to hit stuff really hard with my gigantic sword. So, yeah, there's a level 7 army coming right my way, right there, and I'm very nervous about it. I am curious if I sit here long enough, if it will... Like, if I have my hero party here, will that influence the battle? Then again, the battle takes place between hundreds of units, and I've maybe fought like 24 ghouls at once. But yeah, that's still pretty good. You can take a small number of them. Anyways, Dresden was built long ago. Compared to modern fortifications, its constructions are hopelessly obsolete. They have searched to rebuild the fortress and are arguing over what should be done first to reinforce the defense effort to expand the streets, make the quartermaster's job easier and expedite supply deliveries. I'm thinking defenses are probably good. Unlocks the widening the streets decree, which just gives me logistic experience, military experience, money, or is a higher military or diplomatic experience unlocks the help of the nail. 10 Hell Knights are recruited at the commander's headquarters. 10 is not a lot. 10 is not a lot at all for $2,500. I'm going to say reinforce the defenses, because that sounds like the smart. Which we can't do, because everything is already done up. What I need to do, though... Hello, what's this? What? Is this what I get per week? Or is that what's currently there? Hold up. What happened to my army? Where is my army? It's suburb. What is this screen? I need the ability screen. Okay, we have the ability screen. What's this? Supply center. Cool. Build. I'm not poor, am I? Moderately. Do we have anything that would be good defensively here? 5 days. It's not going to be enough. The enemy stores the outer wall of the fortress. Defenders can retreat to the citadel where they can maintain defense for many days. Increase the time of the siege before the fort by 3 days. Only one citadel can be built in each fort. I don't think I need a citadel in Dresden. Especially when my army is sitting on top of it. I definitely want another hospital. Can I have an unlimited amount of hospitals? Also, they're pretty good. It's the only place where we are considering get rest without fear of the abyss. I'm going to try to rest with the fort without increasing the effects of abyssal corruption. I can do that anyways. Adjoining stuff. I have a watchtower back there. Fuck it. Hospital. Hospital's real good. Although, that's not the throw stuff out thing. There's a plus 10 bonus to energy for all general. Where's the one that lets me chuck alchemist fire on the field? I saw one of those before, and I like it. Somewhere. Bye. Nope. How much money do I have? Oh, I have quite a bit. But I need to save up double that to get Ember's Ring of Explosions. Ember's Ring of Explosions sounds great, considering she is less of a healer now and more of a fire-based DPS. And it makes all of her fire attacks deal an additional d6 plus 5, which is considerably good. It's quite good. And I want it. And the rest of the stuff, I need my slots free for. Anybody I can recruit. I can recruit mercenaries. But it's a lot of money I don't have, except for 83 of these guys. Problem is, this army is full. And I don't know if I have... or if I get better... I don't know if I get extra army slots or whatever the heck for defending. I don't think so, because I already did it once, and it basically attacked my first army, and then when I failed with that army, the other army got to fight it. Which did work. I had a 1v1 of a shield bearer and enemy fighter group. And I won after 10 minutes of sitting there and watching them smack each other. I think I'm going to skip the days. And let them come to us and see if having my hero here does anything at all. Which way are they going? They are going up from the north. I want to keep them in the city itself. Can I do this? Leaders in the army gain a plus 1 on all saving throws effect lasts 1 day. Recovery time is 5 days. Do I use it now? Hopefully he gets here today day. Armies reach you and now attacks. Okay, I should still have the buff. Because it's not been a day unless clicking the next day button counts as the next daying. Wow, this army fucking sucks. This is a level 7 army. Are you sure? Are you absolutely positive about that little tidbit? I don't believe you. Maybe that's why. Maybe they'll try to paralyze me. There's gotta be some more to this, because it's not good. And then they just cast Bane on me. Crushing Despair. That doesn't keep me from going up and whapping. And boy, did he get whapped. Oh, what the heck? Oh, is there a... Does flanking not mean squish between two units? It just means behind? In this mode? Okay. I don't see how this is a strength 7 army. I think the more behind the unit you are, the more damage it does. I thought it was normal flanking rules where you just sandwich them. I don't think I want to even attack the Burmarax. I want to go for the Incubi now. Because the Burmarax are going to be very dead. I don't know, maybe the Burmarax were supposed to run up and do their fireball shtick. And Longbowmen, or whatever the heck these guys are called, completely, they didn't even do the fireball, did they? Did they? How? How was this a difficulty 7 army? I fought difficulty 7 armies. They beat the shit out of me, even if I beat them. Here we go. That was one, I guess. Okay. Oh, what are you dudes? Bandits, they're horny, and these guys are duelists. And these dudes have a hat. Where did I get 288 shield bearers from? Alright. I'm very satisfied with that outcome. I thought it would be hard. No! No, it isn't. Jesus, 80 to 100 dead. Let's just guarantee kill all of their archers. Yep, gone. Honestly, I think my best strategy is let them come to us and defend my archers, because they are my high DPS. Then again... 5 through 12. Yeah, no, 5 through 12 or 26 through 32. Definitely the archers are my best deeps. I want to make sure they don't get flanked. Do a little flanking of my own, though. Oof. See? This is a level 4 army. I am kicking their ass as hard as I kick the ass of the level 7 army. Are the defensive armies and the offense, or the, I guess the, not really defensive, but the sitting around armies held to a different caliber? Like, is a level 7 attacking army the same as a level 4 standing, being there, sitting on the map, not really defending anything, just casually hanging out in the road army? Here's the heavy hand. +3 bonus on damage roll with an offhand weapon when dual wielding or wielding two-handed melee weapons. That's really good. Dual wielding or two-handed melee weapons, for example, a double weapon. Yeah, that's two-hand. Why did it say, for example, a double weapon? It says or. If it was dual wield and two-handed, so it would have to be a double weapon, but then it would just say double weapon. This applies to me, right? I don't know. That's the damage rolls. The offhand weapon. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm dumb. It says with the offhand weapon. Double weapons count as two-handed weapons with an offhand attack. In other words, Here you go, buddy. Yay. I could technically give him the Agile Dagger. He doesn't need it, though. He's a strength build. Woljif would need it, but Woljif decided to be gone and to make me sad and never return. And I am sad. Now I've replaced him with my glorious Dwarven brother. And you know what? Glorious Dwarven brother's better than some stinky, horned guy. God, this guy sucks so much. I could split my shield bearers into two, which would technically still be better than them and provide more coverage and do. I wonder if that's a viable strategy, because you can do that, I'm pretty sure. I wish I could have more units on the field. Like, the maximum number of, dude? I wish it were types of dudes, because then I could split these guys into two, have extra coverage, then be able to fully surround my archers and defend. Or just split them into 5. Have, like... Yeah, 5 groups of 50 shield bearers and just sit around my archer. That'd be a really good strat, but I think it's total, like, fieldable, movable, doable units, not single type. In fact, I don't think I know. The hard to flying monsters swoop through the sky. Many Crusaders got thinking that the battle tactics they know are not always suited to the demon confrontation. Every new battle, the army gains an invaluable experience and soldiers are eagerly to learn. Their lives depend on it. Can I get anything for that? Or is that just saying, hey, you got XP for the battle that you just did? Or did I get a free level because we're now a level up? Your wounds, you say. Heroism, you scorching ray, you say. Deals power times power plus 5d6. Right. Is this your power? That's your power. That's your power. 15 times 15? Plus 5. Wow. The Cure might be really good. And the Scorching Ray is not that great because they'll all have fire resistance, right? And a lot of it. I think I want to go for the Cure Wounds. Or this. Those are the things that an AC and dealer one for 3 rounds. Also, a plus 20 plus power. And I think that's divided by 5. Most to combat morale. I want to go for the Cure. Because not losing my dudes lets me amass eventually a giant doom stack. Looking at the surrounding landscape, this cliff is a natural fortification. The Sarkorian fortress once stood here, and the Crusaders built a fort in its ruins. Sadly, the human-built edifices are also turned into ruins. For many a year, the place has been ravaged by demons! I did not want to go around it. I want to go to it so I can go explore that with my duders. And let's go... Oh, we're out of points. I'm gonna go wipe out these armies. Where am I? Yeah, see, I don't see how that's a difficulty 6 army. Like, those things are tanky. Those guys are tanky, and those guys are tanky. But there's also not many of them. And I'm sure we'll just squish them. Oh god, is this gonna be the dragon again? Uh-oh. Can I not go to the west without encountering the stupid, weird, fucky red dragon that's all mutant and weirdo? No, okay, this is something else. I can't approach the Temple of the Hunt without running into it.
Take a look.
Which... I'm supposed to go there with Greybore.
The difference between the professional and the butcher.
But I can't go there to kill the dragon, because the dragon comes to me, and the dragon hurts.
Precisely.
Someone has trapped the rude.
I'm the best.
Maybe they are in stealth too.
A surprise.
Good job, Greyboar.
I'll do as you tell me.
Oh, can I not do that one again? Ooh, no. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't have a lot of trickery on him. I'm skill dumping it, but I need multiple levels of skill dump. You're fine. We got Ember. She'll get you up right. You're just gonna have everybody move over here. Ember, no! It's fine. We have Ember. Is that all that's here? Somebody trapped the road? Yeah, there's a long bit.
We'll make things right.
Ember, Heelys.
Yes.
You know, the...
Are we in trouble yet?
Well, and you can't die to traps, pretty much. Here, have a go at it. Hey, you're fine. That was poisoned. Oh, great. The mind condition that harms you every round. Is it? You're gonna be fine? Eh, he'll be fine. Yeah, the map here is long. Yeah, there's definitely stuff up here. You can either go down this way to leave, or something up there. We'll wait until the fart cloud goes away, though. Should I be using my dragon for this? Because they're less valuable. Yeah, I have about the same reflex and stuff as Lon, but less valuable.
Trust in yourself.
Is this still a thing? Yep. I mean, technically we can go through the stinking cloud.
So is restless.
Technically, I can also
wonder
dispel
why.
the sinking cloud.
Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it
No.
wrong?
Oh, target point. Point is what we want.
Wash on.
There we go, easy. I thought there would be point as in single thing. And hi. Oh, these are the guys that ran from me before. What up, buddies? Hell, Baphomet. That's not land. Or not land, Woljif. Who is that? He's shiny and fancy. Praise be to Iomade. Is he gonna explode with righteous fury, or am I just gonna stand here while they... It's him, the one who killed our brothers and sisters. Why are you pink? Oh no, it's a ham cultist. It's Woljif, my boy, who's on fire. Interesting. Woljif rises from the stove, throw out a halts the sacrifice with a raised hand. The cultists hold the knife while the victims yell their stop. Woljif is wreathed in blue flame, and a demonic shadow rises up behind him. Easy now, we're all friends here. This is just a little misunderstanding. You thought you'd come across Crusaders, but they're big fans of our Lord Baphomet too. Woljif half turns to you, his eye twitching when you interpret an attempt to wink discreetly. Hail Baphomet. Right, exactly. Pilgrims of the world, we would meet the finest member of our big family. Hey there, Chief. Long time no see. What's wrong with you, Woljif? Why are you freaky and flamey? I like how he has a little chair right there. That's what they mean by throne. I'm going to hold off on the sacrifice for now. We need a drink for this happy meeting, am I right? Yeah, let's do that. Tie that one up at the altar again. We'll get around to slaughtering her later. If he looks between you as well, just puzzle. But we're playing some kind of game, yes? How come nobody's told me the rules? Yes, it is a game of great forces led by our Lord Baphomet. And you are a worthy player in that game, you evil spawn of the abyss. I get it. Wait, let me think of what to say. You're right, my evil comrade. I will help you sow horrific horrors and strike fearsome fear into the hearts of mortals. The world has never seen a creature like me before, and knows not what I am capable of. The little dragon is practically bouncing with enthusiasm. I mean, Technically, it's a dragon. You gonna scoff at it just because it's small? Eh? Closes exchange looks and whispers to the thief. Chief cultist lowers his knife. If the crescent of the abyss says so, then welcome. Make yourselves at home in the temporary camp of the pilgrims of the world wound. But why did you attack our brothers? Ivu will tell you why we attacked our brothers. They stole our sweeties. Looks unconvinced, to put it mildly. The real reason why they attacked our fellow cultists was because the chief sometimes has these fits of insanity and battle rages. It's a blessing from Lord Baphomet. Chief goes crazy. He goes crazy twice as strong as normal. But if the blessing kicks in at the wrong moment, well, it's just bad luck for you. I've had to get away from the crazed chief a few times. I know what I'm talking about. Can we just say that you panicked and attacked me first and I had to defend myself? Because you are so weak and fragile of mind, you could not see my greatness. The cultist casts a weird glance at your weapon, passes no remark. It is good that the crescent of the abyss, our beacon in the darkness, and our oracle has resolved this misunderstanding. Relax, friends. And after, if you wish, you may join our pilgrimage. Well, Jeff, what the fuck? Hail, Goatman. Sure. Who's this? Duval. What up, horn boy? Well, Jeff is waiting for you next to the altar, wearily wiping the sweat from his brow. Phew, I thought I was done for. I could feel my tail and they were going to kill me, but you ain't a sight. But if you ain't a sight for sore eyes, Chief. When I heard that the gargoyles hadn't got to you and that they were running the show up at Dresden now, I couldn't tell you how happy that made me. But that night, it all happened. I tell you, I was so scared and I couldn't see straight. I was wandered around, wondering if the chief and the rest of the gang were lying in an open field, their eyes pecked out. Even my consciousness pricked a little, thinking about how I ran. But when you look at it from my side, what else was I supposed to do? The actual paladins were getting cut down left, right, and center. And the pilgrims of the world would tell me that Dresden's been reclaimed and that there's a new commander there called Kakram. Well, I said to myself, there can't be two demon-slaying dynamos with that name, so it must be you. So I cut my way through into the circles around Dresden, and I waited for you to come out. At one point, I got so desperate I almost went right up to the city walls. But I thought better of it, although an arrow in the skull would be a slight better than running in fear of Vodiel. We'll just suck to the breath and he keeps talking in a rush, like he's afraid you'll turn around and walk out. Do you know Vodiel? I don't either, but I remember that name. Because of what my brother Melrune yelled in that basement that time, I'm going to tell Hepzamira and Vodiel or something like that. Anyways, my shadow told me that Vodiel is that demon, and I should be scared of him because he's after the moon of the abyss, but the shadow's a whole other story. If you want to know why I haven't just come to Dresden, I need your help. It's a matter of life and death. Tide traitor. He's probably just pulling their leg. Well, Jiff is a good boy. So why are you on fire? And what's the shadow? And Vodiel? What? And the moon of the abyss? What? Isn't that the pendant you had? What's going on here? I'll shut up. I mean, I won't shut up, but ask me what you want to know and I'll tell you. What was that? It was a cunning plan, Chief. You sent every cult as a vast fate of Pharasma. Now you're going to tell me why I shouldn't do the same to you. I mean, I don't think he's a cultist. Ready to be a cultist about it? Good thinking, but why did you ask me to do it? You got the crux of it, Chief. We have a secret mission here. See, to save the lives of a good man, in other words, me. Well, not just me, but I'll definitely die, too, if these guys see something they don't like. I'll be on the altar next to that poor set before you can say, Hail, Baphomet! Why don't I just kill them? Like, you have me here. If you betray me, I am tanky enough to kick your shit in. What up, Mayo? Welcome to the stream. What's your relation with the Baphomet cult? It's complicated. It's a story of unrequited love, really. They love me, and all I think about is how to get away from them and save my own skin. Maybe I should leave you here with your underlings. Agenda with the cultists. Then I ended up here. I was walking and walking, and then here I was. Oh, I should mention at some point, my shadow, you know it well, it started talking. I don't know it, thank you. At first I was so scared I thought there was someone growling behind me, but then I listened closely and it was my shadow. It only got out a few words, but I heard the name Vodiel and I learned that he's a demon, and he wants my moon of the abyss for some reason. And then I learned which direction he was looking for me in. When I heard that, I turned around and went the other way. I'm not an idiot. You know, I probably should have guessed that the moon of the abyss and something called the moon of the abyss would have been a plot point item and not just shiny jewelry that Woljif wanted to steal. Just for the sake of it. But then again, it's fucking Woljif. It would make as much sense if it was just a shiny mundane necklace with no special powers whatsoever and no special meaning, and he just wanted it because it was shiny. Also, something about it belonging to his mom, sentimental value and all that. Those pilgrims of the Lord would club me around the head, and when I woke up, they were already dragging me to the altar. I said to them, brothers, don't drag me to the altar if I have a proper position for you, one you won't want to miss. They paid no attention and kept dragging me. In the end, I had to show them my party piece. They saw my shadow and dropped their knees just like that. For them alive, how I can speak directly to Baphomet through it, and they laughed it right up, and that's why I'm still alive. Why during the night we fought the gargoyles? Run, me, I fought him, I did. You should have seen me. I got one right on the nose, sent its arse over tea kettle, and it flew off. You tell me you booped a gargoyle and it left you alone? Wow. I've gotten disgraced a few times before. I've been caught by surprise in the dead of night more times than I can count, so that's why I leapt up as quick as I could, grabbed my knives, and well, of course, made a run for it. What else was I gonna do? I'm just a thief, a city boy. I don't go toe-to-toe with demons, sure. I said I'd help you at all, but that was before. I didn't sign up for nighttime gargoyle attacks. What kind of idiot attacks in the middle of the night? I thought war would keep more civilized hours, to be honest. Wrong again, so apologies, Chief. But I always ended up on the winning sides, just my nature. You and your lot, in the camp that night, did not have the look of victory about you, and it's not like I'd have been much help if gargoyle snatched me up in its claws. Of course, I decided to run, and then run I did. The shadow's been talking to you? Not just my Danny shadow, my shadow. It's my special shadow. After I spent a while running around the world, and scared out of my wits, it suddenly crept out and whispered its dissonant-sounding voice, Vodiel North, Fear Vodiel. And that name was familiar because of what my brother Melrud yelled out. And I put two and two together, and this Vodiel was in the north, and I needed to make sure he didn't find me bit by bit. I got the shadow to tell me that Vodiel was a demon, and that he was looking for the moon of the abyss. Who knows why? By the way, I have a couple of thoughts of my own about the moon. I'll tell you about them once we're out of this mess. I don't want to call him a traitor. Well, Jip's a good boy. He's just a messy boy that gets himself into all kinds of stupid shit that I have to get him out of. Why shouldn't I kill these cultists here now? Because they're still useful to us. If you decide to help me, and thanks for not trying to kill them as soon as you got here, by the way. Their lead is a nervous sort. You would have definitely stabbed the lad on the altar if you'd cause a fuss. I think if they perform all these sacrifices, Baphomet is going to appear and hand out powerful spells like candy. What do you want from me? In a nutshell, Chief, I got a bit of a situation here. On a wrong move and I'm a goner. The demon Vodiel is in the vicinity somewhere. A good man has suffered, and the cultists are animals. I just want to get out of this and make Vodiel back off, but without you, I have no chance. I won't forget this as long as I live. Who's Vodiel? I know his demon that sent my brother Melrud to get the moon of the abyss, and now that I have the moon, Vodiel's after me. I'm already tired of running from him. He's going to catch me soon. I can feel it.
Well, I am ready to smite more demons.
What part of the cult is playing in your plan? Do you know why they call themselves the Pilgrims of the World Moon? Because they're itching to meet the big-name demons like Baphomet. It's like they're on a pilgrimage. So that got me thinking. Since they listen to me, we can lead them to Vodiel and mess with their heads a bit. Say that Baphomet's been calling him nasty names and let the cultists fight Vodiel for us. It'll be a riot. Cultists helping us take out a demon. Well, what do you think? What good man are you talking about? Me, of course. I'm a prisoner here, you know, and I suppose there's also that other fellow Dival. The one that's tied up, I kind of owe him one. I made a dumb mistake, and now he's paying for it. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less about the guy. He's got himself in this mess, except it wasn't for me. Maybe wouldn't have caught him in the first place. These pilgrim keeps asking me, we have to long for the favors of Lord Baphomet, as though, just because I have my shadow, I should know. What am I? Some sort of demon whisperer? I just put up some kind of knowing air to say to him, do as you have been doing, and the favors will come. They took that to mean that they need help they need to keep cutting people up at the altar, so I tried to put them off the idea, but they didn't listen. I acted like I was discussing things with my shadow, and I kept trying to hold them off, saying that the stars weren't in alignment, that raining eyeballs was a bad omen. I ran out of ideas before you showed up, Chief. I was already considering just letting him do it. He was a crusader after all. You know, the demons would probably get him in the end either way. It's not my fault. That's how they do things. Just either him or me. Will just sighs and turns away, his tail twitching from side to side in agitation. There's one way to get us both out, but I can't manage it on my own. I need your help. All right, I'll help. Well, Jafate's lights up with a tip, and the tip of his tail dances through the air. I always knew you were a special sort, Chief. Let's go break his horns off. We need to go to a patch of scrubland nearby a bend of the river. It's not far. I'll show you. Nothing interesting about the place at all, but that's where I let my shadow... That's where I was when my shadow came out and started pushing me back the other way. Said Vodiel would find me easily there, that he'd swoop in and tear me limb from limb as soon as I popped up. I wasn't too long before I turned away for that place, I tell ya. Just one other thing. We need to round up my lackeys and send them off on an errand. While they're gone, we can free the prisoner. No point in leaving him here to board stiff, right? Listen up, brothers, sisters. A shadow has spoken. It says that the demon has come to his secret place, a wasteland where there are almost no trees left, next to a bend in the river. Once passed by there, but we took the wrong turn and didn't find it. I love his little chair. Just modeled out of random like rock models, I'm sure. Well, Jeff, I'm done reading. Thank you. Next. Next. Glorious day before we set off. I say we make a sacrifice. I see. Let's hold off on the sacrifice then. Time's wasted. The demons are busy, you know. Leave her things and go. I must meditate before such an event. When I'm all meditated out, I'll come and summon the demon to you. And also do the stanky leg right there for a little second. I don't think you're meant to stand on that terrain there, buddy. Although his leg is not weirding out anymore. It's just the once. Here they go. The Adventures of the Furry Dwarf. I'm not the one with the weird goat hat like all the other cultists. If anything, it's the demons who are the furries. They do have minotaurs. Do gargoyles count? Welcome, Deadsy. You consider Koshla gets to his fate, only to believe that he's finally free. At last, the day has come when those odious faces will no longer be looming over me. The cultists hid my weapons and armor somewhere. I'll find them and then take my leave of this place forever. They're over there with the rest of the stolen stuff. I made sure they didn't go walkies in the night, and I hope you make it out of this somehow. Excuse me. Thanks to your efforts, Woljif. Go! Time is of the essence. There's a demon hunting you, and better lure him in the trap and strike first. Who are you? Deval Gwenviar, at your service. Nobleman, crusader, and only surviving member of my unit. What do you plan to do now? Find my armor and weapons, find something to eat, then leave this place as quickly as possible. Perhaps I will die in the wound, but I will die with the sword in my hand, not like an animal at the slaughterhouse. And if I do make it out, I shall build a temple in Iomede's honor in my hometown. You're rich enough to build a temple. If you fancy it, you were complaining that your parents didn't give you enough money. Maybe we have slightly different conceptions of what counts as enough money. In any case, money is no longer a concern of mine. My life and legacy belong to the goddess who sent you and the commander to my aid. How'd you end up here? Solely through my own foolishness. Because of my inability to fight like a man, I thought the crusade would be the best way to make my mark on history. I dreamt of the glory, of the respect that would be otherwise denied as the third son of a noble family. Oof. But the officer laughed at my skills and called me an ignorant interloper. How right he was. Fate has a twisted sense of humor. My more experienced comrade died in this cursed place. One after the other, but I survived. There were only 5 of us left in the end. Our hubris was gone. We were jumping at every shadow, and we still weren't cautious enough. I was the only one who survived after we were attacked in the night. I should have realized that was happening when the lookout went missing. Hey, how would I keep you? Alright, just for a little bit. Take my dwarf. Let's replace my dwarf. How do I get Woljif down from there? Woljif, click the butt chair. So throw of the cultist erected for Woljif does not look very comfortable. Okay. What level are you even? 8. Oh my god, he's been gone for 3 freaking levels. Yeah, I guess since the freaking Chapel of the Dead Ghoul peoples, eh? That's a long freaking time. Like, we did that in the entirety of Dresden, and then I think a couple other minor areas. How you doing tonight, Deadsy and Mail? Weapon focus. Do I want weapon focus? Double slice. I guess weapon focus is the rogue talent. It's not terrible. I suppose you have something like Muller. Sneak attack. He does have finesse training for daggers. He already has accomplished sneak attacker. Do I not have dagger focus on him yet? Okay. What do you get for spells? Anything good? He can cast Fireball, I guess. +1 per 4 caster level, so it'll be a +2. That's not worth it. I have been keeping the dagger to give to him. Anything good buff-wise of level 3? Rage might be good for me. Slap it on the dwarf. Murder, murder. Try the Constitution. We do get a -2 to AC, but I don't think I need AC. Projection of arrows would be great. I could do that in Rage. Although Rage is a giant AoE, and I definitely don't want it on anybody, so I'm going to have to be, or on everybody. So I'm going to have to be cautious of the Husens. Ooh, improved 2-weapon fighting. Get a second attack with the offhand, yes. Become a medium wolf. Nope. Dispel Magic is always useful. Although he's a prep caster, isn't he? Displacement's really freaking good for a melee. Depends on how many spell slots he gets, because I don't think I've been taking the extra spell slots on him, although that might be a good idea. Although I think he's better off going with other mythic abilities. Dimension Door would be pretty damn good. Bring all friendly creatures within 10-foot radius around you. Never mind, Dimension Door is fantastic. What's the range on that? Point within long range. I'm pretty sure long range is like 100 feet plus 10 per level. Yeah, that'll be stupid. Within 10 feet, we can pretty much zoop the entire party on top of the enemy back line. Dear God, you get a lot of 4th level spells. Stone Skin is also really good. Also takes Diamond Dust. Mass Reduced Person. Protection Energy. Delay a ground of Molten Glass. Greater invisibility would be great if this was just normal tabletop. Because the normal tabletop, it's not just being adjacent to the enemy. It's you have to be properly denying them their... they have to be flat-footed, I think. Or helpless. Or like 1 or 2 other things. It's nowhere near as easy to get sneak attacks in the normal tabletop. But being invisible does accomplish that, and Greater Invisibility lets you attack without it. I guess that's probably the bread and butter of the Eldritch Scoundrel, is just cast invisibility, or Greater Invisibility, and free sneak attacks all the time. Even if you don't have... even if you don't have companions. Mythic Sneak Attack is not bad. His first bout is a swift action. Oh, man, that'd be good. If he has high enough initiative and can swift action Dimension Door. It's not terrible, but... technically, I already get this as long as he's using daggers, right? He also uses exterior modifier and exterior strength modifier and damage. Yeah, I get that anyways, as long as he's using daggers. I think Mythic Sneak Attacker is what we're going to do, because that's his shtick. Although Mythic 2-weapon fighting, also pretty good. And depending on what he has equipped, I don't think he has elemental damage. I get one more Mythic level after this, right? Hold up. What you got?
Don't mind me.
Your current length ability is Last Stand. Yeah, now his background shadow there is spooky. Retriever's Claw. Wait, did you come with new weapons? Did I get that? Did I find that before? Increased critical multiplier. I think I did. Which means I don't need Agile, because he already does that automatically, right? Yeah, I don't know why I've been keeping this. Any target plus critical hit, the target becomes blind for 1 round. Yeah, he doesn't have elemental stuff at all. I think I don't want to try to do the elemental build on him. I want to save that for Mr. Slayer Man. And him, I'll just stack sneak attack. And other sneak attack facilitating stuffuses. Could give him abundant casting and have him be a more spells. Unrelenting Assault would be really good. For a dual wielder. Like, it's pretty much built for dual wielding, right? Or probably Lon. No, but it's melee. If you make at least 1 melee attack, you gain a stacking +2 damage with melee weapons that last until the end of combat. No, that's the different one. There was one that I thought that gives you a stacking thing as long as you hit, but it's only per turn. Then it lets you take Limitless Rage when you don't have Rage. Yeah, I'm thinking Unrelenting Assault for him. Because he makes 4 attacks a turn. Or more now, maybe. I don't think we have our 3rd iterative attack yet, no. What do you have for equipment? Dexterity +2, Nat Armor +2, Intelligence because I didn't have anybody else that could use it. Prot 1, Armor 1. Ouch. Whatever happened to those Armor 4 bracers? I put them on the adorable little Durgan. Well, adorable little Durgan, we're going to have to trade. Or, since I'm not keeping Woljif, maybe I just don't. Sorry, Woljif, you've been replaced. This is what you get for running off. It's entirely your fault. Yoink. 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 Hope you weren't using those, devil. Suspicious name, but, you know, whatever. Like, I could have just gone over here and left if I didn't notice that you could go up that way, or assumed it was another area exit. We'll never see Woljif again. Rip. Where were we going? The Shrine of Sacrilege? Didn't I have that on my map before already? Or do I just gotta scooch and it'll say, you see somebody on the road, and then it's Big Demon Man. Or my journal. That's not my journal. Is this my journal? Companion quests. Will you get the inspiring card as a companion quest? Oh yeah, Sheila. Night Gamblers. Nope. Woljeff has a last name? What? Woljeff Flabberda TV Silver Handy and is careful. Woljeff Jeffto. He has a last name. Wow. And if I was there, now find himself in the pawn on the side, he's another threat from the cult. Did you see him as their oracle? The men of the abyss are encountering the commander. Young Peter decided to pit his servants against his master to go to meet Valor, clearing by a bend in a dried up river. And do we have that on our map? Dwarf court. Or is it going to be way... Oh, god damn it! It's all the fucking way up there, and it's past the dragon, unless the dragon's only over here, and I can run up that way across there. So I didn't notice I had an outpost up there. I guess I did take it. Alright. Come on, Woljeff. We'll go do your thing, and hopefully it'll be easier than slay a fucking dragon. A dragon that I can't prepare for either. It ambushes me on the road. If we just went to its lair, hello. Ow. If we went to its lair and I could pre-buff, I could probably kill it. Problem is, it don't let me pre-buff. It immediately starts the fight. Alright. Ember! You want to be bigified? Or heroism? I think I want to go bigify. Which is why I'm selecting heroism. Bigify! Ow, my flesh. 5 attacks the boy gets. All of them misses. Never mind. Yeah, Woljeff does good. He does good work still. What a good friend. What does this mean? Oh, he has like a dude on him. I want to see what the dude is. Unholy aura. Cool. Gross. Good job, Lon. Get him, Nibbles. Why does Nibbles do more damage than Lon does? Oh, hey, a giant. Why are they all coming from me? For me? Go away! Sheila, help. Well, if they're all coming from me, it sure is good that I... Yeah. Are they in range? I think this guy attacked me. He might be in range. Because I am a large creature. They're large creatures. If they can hit me, I can hit them. So, bop! Good enough. Yeah, he should definitely be in range of me. What a load. Maybe I just missed the other Nabasu. I don't pay attention to the numbers. It all just happens so fast. Controlled Fireball does not affect my people. The text on it is wrong. It says that deals minimum damage to allies. No, it deals no damage to allies. See? I don't know why. Text is wrong. Help. Help. I probably want to try and kill the Nalfishne.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Which one of you is the most threatening? 1927 to 42.
For me. Time to share your treasures.
Oh, this guy actually does more, but the Nalfishne has more attacks. I also don't know exactly if he is going for me. Maybe I should have taken the initiative thing, because casting Sense Vitals as a swift action would also be really good. Oh well.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Nice. Help. Did he just smite me? No, he did the sad thingy at me. Need to get these guys' armor class down. It's called Ember, but I haven't been.
This condition is irrational.
Oh yeah, he does that. He has cleave. Ooh. That's bad. Am I dead? No, I have last stand. I forgot that. How many health points y'all got? I think I want to go for the wrecker. That cleave almost killed Nenio. It doesn't matter anymore, buddies. I can't die! Ha ha ha! My party can, though. Oops.
Distract them from me. Time to share your treasures.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
It's fine. It's expensive as shit, but I actually do have the healing scrolls. Or resurrection scrolls. Yeah, you can heal death. It counts as healing, right?
The light. Take you.
God, what is my attack? 20. Wait, really? Should it be like 27? Oh, it was more than that. Oh, it's probably 27 with all like heroism and buffs and stuff. Alright, there's a Nabasu in the middle of there.
Cover me, all right?
Healing was probably a better idea, but fire is cool too.
You won't survive.
Oh, come on, Lon. Land, please! He's so close. He almost hit all of those. Almost. Sheila, more smote.
Into the fray.
Roy! Nenio! Oops. Sorry about the death. Did she get crit? Or does it just naturally deal 50 damage? It does naturally deal 50 damage. Where's my red scrolls? I know I bought like 2. There we go. I bought 2. Let's go home and sleep. And you even drop good stuff. Got just mundane garbage. Oh god, yeah, Nini has negative levels now. I think they're temporary if it's from Raised Dead. I am not 100% on that. Why did I go this way? I need to go up around that way. Why am I going... Yeah. All your characters are fatigued. We're going to the house. It's fine. Okay, why does it say I can use this? Can I use this? No. It's going to take you 3 hours. Yes. Oh, it's going to put me through more management stuff. But even if you're in the token of Dresden itself, if you try to rest, you still gain corruption. You have to enter and load the map and do all the stuff. I hate it. Never mind, I no longer have to do all the stuff. Responsibilities can wait! We have adventure to do! Yay! Go adventure. Why am I getting texts? From Whomst.
See, I look at you and I think maybe my old granddaddy was an incubus. Some distant relation of yours. Both our horns are similar enough. We both have dark hair. You're a succubus, and I'm also as handsome as they come.
You're looking for similarities with demons, but I like that you look more like a human than one of us.
Coming from the lady who looks more human than even him. Do I have anything in here I was saving for Woljif that I didn't just dump on the dwarf? I don't think so. Yeah. Also want to give him a light shield, which is kind of... It does technically work. Like, some light shields are pretty nice. Should probably go do responsibilities, but... Demon killing adventures! Yay, fun! Who needs to be responsible? Every good adventurer starts with saying, "You're not my real dad," and then running off into the woods, never to be seen again. Possibly dying in those woods, but like a small percentage of unruly children do make it out. Down here. Can't sneak past the enemies. Okay. Oh, this is going to be the same shit as last time, isn't it? Unless the not army battles are less bad than the army battles. Oh, this is fine. It's just a lot of ass giants. That's a lot of ass giants. Idiot, why are you still fucking... Really? So not only do I have to expend a raised dead scroll, I have to shove 3 goddamn restoration scrolls down here gullet too. Maybe I should just start reloading on death. Ugh. It's just so inconvenient. I could do it, I just don't wanna. Well, these guys aren't that strong.
Endure this.
Here he come. That was it? Okay. Well, Jeff. I didn't set your spells, did I? Oops. I don't need heroism on you anymore. Placement. Arrow protection is pretty alright. I hope he's attacking Sheila. And just run over here and club Ninja to death again. Oh, another one! She has to take the scenic route. Nanio, I honestly just want you to sit back here and pop restoration scrolls. I put it in her bar first. There's nothing better for you to do than get healthy. Sheila, smite.
No glory without risk.
Nice. 14 damage without even hitting is pretty nice.
Make every strike count.
Man, chat, you guys weren't kidding when you said that animal companions are broken. Hello, what's your touch AC? Oh, garbage? 13's not bad. Not good enough, though. Ow.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Okay, she has like 2 reduction. Charge. Oh, oh yeah, Woljif gets an attack because we have outflank. I love outflank, it's so nice. I'm pretty sure they're temporary negative levels, but for some reason... Oh no, it is 2 permanent negative levels. I had some temporary negative levels at one point that became permanent for some reason when we rested, which was stupid! And I don't understand it, and I don't like it, and the giant's going around the other way. Fuck. Can you not get around there? Come on. Come on, no. Stop! Fuck!
Distract them for me.
See, Woljif can do that. He is the runny boy. You are probably gonna die now.
This is not
God
my
damn
time
it.
yet.
Meow. Do you have any offensive spells, Nanio? Like, other than Fireball? Fireball's pretty good. Yeah, you could just hang out more, I guess.
Guide my blade.
Eh. How do I get Lon out of this? If it's dead.
You've crossed the wrong monk.
Oh, God. Do I want to try the Scream? I don't have the Scream in her bar anymore. I'm too lazy to add it. Woljif, save. Good boy, Woljif, or whoever that was. Good boy, Ivu. Apparently she couldn't make it. Do you have better spells? Right, goes cure critical wounds, and I think this is mass cure light wounds. It's very disappointing. Yes, 1d6 plus like 8 to everybody. Or you can do the 6d6 to one person. It's much more efficient, I think. Why do you still have a permanent negative level? God damn it, right, because she had 3. Sorry, what was that? Oh no, a level 4 army after I killed the level 7. Uh-oh, what am I going to do against that? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, so not only is it 6k for a freaking Raised Dead scroll, it's also another, what? 21? For all the freaking Raised Deads? Also, if it's 2... Wow. What a path. If it's 2 raised... If it... 2 Raised Deads. If it's 2... negative levels for a Raised Dead, why the heck did she have 3? Can I make a teleportation circle? No, but I can make a hospital. Hospital's good. Fire's bad. Believe that the mutation in the high... If you believe that the mutation and high mortality of mongrels are a product of demonic influence, however, you cannot discount the possibility of interbreeding. I will show you in a graph. Anyhow, I don't think we need this. But that thick red line is going sharply downward means something good. You see, Lan, when a sister and a brother love each other very much, terrible things happen. To you, you grow scales, horns, you get hunched. It's gross! Anyhow. It's only one of those things happens. Okay. Now, is this going to be like the Red Dragon, where it's going to be like a level 24 or higher? Absolute fucking monster. Murder me fun times. I should probably pre-buff.
You're a good person. I like you.
Who, me?
What the hell is that? Oh, neat. It's an effect.
This war must end. Got something to say to my brother, sister, cousin, Ninio? Did I reduce Woljif? No, Woljif is still big. I think I accidentally canceled it. It's a full round action.
We can make Sheila big. And Nenio can get smart. And make me chunky. And you can get strong. Anything else I want to cast?
Only us. The gods have abandoned. What was I saying just now?
Together,
Wanna play together? You are my favorite aid.
Ember is having visions. She is an oracle. Slash witch. You have your own shit on, right? Okay. Anything I have? I have like Unbreakable Heart. Yay! Everybody else has like 12 buffs and some good shit, and I got level 1. Bird! Oh, hi there, buddy. That's a very nicely modeled bird for... And that's supposed to be on your screen for a fraction of a second. Usually like 2 polygons. What up? Who this? It's gonna be big. Oh, it's big. It's the Clippy Claw Man! YGFLS spawn did not come along. Are you sure? The giant Glabrezu towers over you, his small yellow eyes and small tiny brain glowing amidst the lumps of his horns. Counter as son Woljif, the demon's pincers instinctively closed with a bone-grinding snap and his nostrils fell. Spawn of Gugek, Lady Hesmeraldy of France ordered me to bring her the moon of the abyss. Give it to me and I shall kill you quickly. Is he talking to me? He's definitely talking to me. Woljif takes a step back. Hey, Hardhead! I am the spawn of my ma and da. I don't even want to know... I don't even want to think about what you're clawed at. What the fuck? I don't even want to... Don't you want to think about where you clawed... I can't read. I've had a chief. Show me your special chiefly mojo. Who are you? Know the name of the one who will squeeze out your innards. Is it squeezing out if you cut me in half with those? Or are you thinking about the like little dude hands? God, he just has like normal dude arms down there. Vodiel, Gorger of Screams, Hezamiraz, Scourge, Lash, on Bathomate, Faithful. You will die begging me for mercy. Who this Yagochech? Demon who has sowed his seed on Galarian, from the seed grew the coward, currently hiding behind you. He will die more slowly and painfully than you in retribution for everything Yagif this has done to vex my mistresses. Who is Hepzimarbber? Mistress on high play, priestess, the Lord of Baphomet. Fulfill her command, and she will honor me with her blessing. Are you so determined to kill Woljif? Why do you need the moon in the abyss? Yeah, why? I ain't never seen you before in my life. Maybe you got confused with somebody else. Another Woljif, maybe? Or a guy with horns like mine? You are Gobleblet's fawn. That is reason enough to kill you, but my mistress also needs the item you stole, the moon of the abyss. No more talking. Die, traitorous seed! Woljif with reason blue flame as the demon shadow rises up behind him. I've added chief. Pilgrims of the world would attack. Fight for me. I'll be over there monitoring your performance. Cultists exchange looks and make no move to fight. At last, the chief cultist speaks. We will not fight against a demon. Demons are our future masters. You cannot show insubordination. What Scott do you, crescent of the abyss? You're not trying to betray us, are you? Woljif snaps a hand at his forehead's eye. I forgot. They're not as dumb as planks. They're stubborn as mules, too. They're not just dumb as planks. Quick, chief, say something to him. You'll be more persuasive than me. Intimidate might honestly be the best option here. Can I see the rolls? Yeah, I automatically passed that one. I automatically passed that one. I automatically passed that one. No, wait, I have to roll a 2 for that one. Servant of Baphomet wouldn't murder the Crescent of the Abyss. Chief strokes, cultist strokes his chin. The Crescent of the Abyss kept his word. He let us hear as promised. Nonetheless, the demon wants him dead. Yes, something isn't adding up here. Oh shit, it's that dude. Duval. You ruined my plan.
Vision blur.
Really? 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 Nice. Cool. Good opener. How does he get 5 attacks? To get 5 attacks on my archer, I have to use the key shit and have haste. Yeah, here he is, just unbuffed. Pew, 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 pew. Who are you? Bluff, 24 XP. Guy comes in, ruins my plan. And then Nenio dies. No, we're good this time? Great. Who the hell are you, and why? You have at least good stats? Yeah, it's level 11. Charge!
All right.
Nice. What's this one do? Attack rolls. Now I need armor class. Did I cast Bless? Yes. Lon, do the thing that they did, but better. Only took 4 arrows that time, bitch. Sheila! Go be a tank. Or at least make him suffer a little bit if he just runs past you. When he just runs past you. We have everybody buffed. I could do the snake. It should actually hit all 4 of those guys. It's a pretty good snake, but why does it hit the ball? Snake is not supposed to hit friend. What level are you? 15, that's fine. Is the controlled fireball gonna hit him too then? Is there 2 close? Oh no, there's Woljif inside that person. Here we go! Oh, that was it? Okay. Can I get up there and cleave? I can move here. And then Mighty Cleave! Great Dwarven Cleavage! Oh, yes! I love my cleave build. It's so good!
You've crossed the wrong mark.
Get him, Devil. Oh, he actually hit. What did you need to roll to hit? Hey, he has a plus 16. That's not terrible. Not that great either. Look, if Sheila can hit twice, anything can happen. What's your touch? 8. Ha. See, I somehow knew he was just gonna swoop away. I'll find you, spawn of Yogg's cast. You will be bathed in blood. Just Dimension Door, Woljif. You have Dimension Door. Go, get him. Woljif looks supremely satisfied. What are you making that video then, Chief? So, will you take me back? There's nothing for me to do on my own in the World Wound. And we do kind of make a good team. I promise not to run away again. As long as we don't get attacked by gargoyles again. If they do, sorry, Chief, but they're scary, and I'm out of there. I'm kidding. I don't really want to get again, really. We're going to hear yourself first deserve to know why your connection is to the demons. I don't know anything about any demons. This is the first time I ever saw that Vodil beast. But he sure seemed to have it in for me. He didn't just want the moon and the abyss, he wants me to suffer. And his mistress, whatever she was called. There's something fishy going on here, Chief. I'm telling you, I want to get to the bottom of it, because something tells me we'll be seeing Vodil again. I know his type, once they get a hold of you, they don't let go. Which runs hands through through his shock of hair, not lock. Ooh, fancy. Here's how it is. This demon is Yaglich. It's the one that Vodil and his mistress are so worked up over. I'm supposed to be his spawn, then maybe he's my grandpa. I'd believe it. He's caused so much trouble that people want to bump off his grandkids. Yep, that sounds like my family, all right. Yagfules did something to Hebs, to Vodil's boss. Maybe he stole the moon from her. I don't know, anyways. She sent her top muscle to find, that muscle being Vodil. And now the poor sap who's supposed to pay for all of my granddaddy's evil deeds. See, the demons are just as low class. They're just the same as low class thugs when you get down to it. But I ain't giving them the moon. Even the shadows started talking to me because of it. And then there's... Anyway, we'll talk about that later. A separate private discussion. You can stay if you promise not to run off again. Swear on my ma and my da. To be fair, I'm not sure if they're alive or dead, but even dead people can have a lot happen to them. They can be raised from the dead or dug up to be used for experiments. Yo. Don't get any ideas. I knew one old timer, a street food vendor, who would buy fresh corpses. He was looking to get into something. Food vendor, buying corpses. Oh no. Anyways, it doesn't matter. What matters is this. I need to talk to you. I don't have anybody else face to face. When we're private in Dresden, that'll do. See me standing alone? Come talk to me. We'll just notice as Duval waves to him. Chief, you remember Duval, right? When he first was lying on the altar, when he was tied up on the floor. He's led a varied life, is what I'm saying. You want to say hello? He's basically one of us. He won't look down his nose at us, and he's rich to boot. Maybe you can shake something out of him, for helping him. Even an IOU would be better than nothing. Why not? Duval, noticed with fatigued after the battle, walks over to Woljif. It was a fine fight. It was tough for me, but this is the first time in a long while that I felt human again, and not a mute animal. Thank you. That was you, mute? You're even bigger talker than me, Your Excellency. You only sound like a library book, and I sound like a back alley gutter. I learned my letters on the streets, from the signs anyways, but that's by the by. Wasn't planning on saving you. I just didn't want you to pop up in my dreams looking all pathetic and asking, why, Woljif? Why didn't you save me? Nah, I don't need that kind of hassle in my life. Sure, nothing could break your irrepressible spirit. Crusader bows to you. Commander, I don't know how to thank you for saving me. My name is truly watching over me, and I must do everything in my power to repay her. Nobody kills my pawns and gets away with it. Man, doing the evil murder hobo run is going to be so fucking dumb in this game. So you can pretty much evil attack so many people that you probably shouldn't. Definitely shouldn't. Like, Woljif would be dead by now. He'd be dead by now. The cultists would be dead by now. I'm pretty sure Lon would be dead if I have to choose the attack at every option. I need to play through the game like that at some point. What are you gonna do now? I got this place to return the ranks of the Crusade. Don't worry about me, even if I should die on my way back, because I'll tell you a warrior's death. If the Crusade has taught me anything, it's the value of an honorable death, a death worthy of a man. Time to go. I fear scoundrels will storm here before he decided sort of burying the bodies. Thanks again, my friend. If you ever find yourself in Gwenviar land in Eastern Mendiv, I can ask my parents to find you a position suited to your talents. Gwenviar always in need of good, reliable men. Woljif has been listening to you with a smile up to now, and his smile abruptly stops smiling. Good men? I'm not a man, Your Excellency, and I won't be your servant neither. Do you think you're doing me a good turn? You posh people are all alike. Even if I saved your skin a dozen times, you'd never see me as your equal. You can take your gratitude and shove it, and don't call me friend. Didn't he just say he was one of us that wouldn't look down on us? Law puts nobles above common folk. Ew! Right, Woljif, a servant can become a friend, but a friend cannot become a servant. Yes. My brain, it is understanding that line. Sure, definitely. I think it means that a friend won't make you into their servant. You will always be their friend. Woljif barks contemplative laugh, but the disappointment is clear as day in his face. You sang a different tune when you were stuck in the cage looking for sympathy like a lost lamb, huh? It's Blue Bloods for you. Attack! You arrived too late. The Cold's already agreed to fight for me. Can't survive on thanks alone! Sweet. Oh, Duval looks slightly disappointed. Unfortunately, I don't have any money on me. Managed to find my belongings with difficulty. Please accept this enchanted ring. As a sign of my gratitude, I found a pile of weapons back at the cultist camps. I shall remain in your debt. Let's go. We shouldn't linger here. I'm satisfied. I want the finger. Alright, let's go, Chief. On to new adventures. I'm sick of this place. To tell the truth, it's empty. It's boring. We might as well walk on the road instead of hanging out around here. Do you have any traveling songs? We need to teach you some tavern tunes. The one where the thief falls in love with the beautiful woman and she turns out to be the guard, and the two of them get hacked up in the street. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. That sounds like a bad song. Or how the one where the thief's in court and the judge is his father, or the one about Now, if you don't behave yourself, you'll live out your days in a special institution. I remember them all. We've got plenty of time. I want the finger. What's the finger do? It's shiny. It's got a freaking butt plug on it. Wrinkle protection +2 grants a +3 competence on touch attack rolls. Which would include ranged touch attacks. Not unlike Scorching Ray. Yeah? Yeah, it doesn't say melee touch attacks, right? +3 on touch attacks. That's actually freaky good. Does she have any other ranged touch attacks? Honestly, with that, I could give her some more touch attack spells if she has any. Or I could slap it on Nenio if she gets some. How do I see your combat prowess? Marshall? Your base attack bonus is 5. So she'll get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to her touch attacks now. That's not terrible, because touch AC is usually super low, and everything in this game seems to have, on average, I want to say 18 touch AC, which is her rolling a 10. And I definitely remember seeing a lot of 18. So now she only has to roll a 13, which is... or a 7, which is a lot better. I might be able to use Scorching Ray more. I'll show you have anything else that's touch attack. Nope. Technically, cures are touch when used on undead. Yeah, she doesn't have any others. Unless ear-piercing screams will touch attack. No. I suppose I can give her Shadow Evocation. Because that would proc off of her other ring. Although it has 2 DCs in it. It's got the DC to disbelieve it, but that does not replace the DC to then hit. It's just you have to roll extra for the sheer versatility of the spell. Which is nice to have the versatility, that is. Yoink. But it also doesn't make the evocation any better either. Alright, let's go dump Woljif. Woljif, you done good fighting the demon now. Get out.
This book of yours? If you sell it, is there a chance you could get rich off of it?
I have never even thought about it, Tiefling boy. I am generally of the opinion that knowledge should be free.
Wow. She has some principles. In the gathering of information, she'll do anything and everything and has absolutely no morality. But, other than that, who knows? Hello, what are you? Another big pig, a Scubus, and another Scubus, and there's probably a ranger around here somewhere, I'd like to say, because that's not that great. Yeah, a level 8 and a level 14. Probably something in the shadows or invisible. Nice.
Did I mess up again?
Can I charge attack Woljif? Ah, good.
cast a spell? I think I'll just cast Bless. And then move.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
What up? You know, you're awfully not red for the Scubuses I've seen.
You won't survive me.
You're also awfully not dead. Makes me sad. Go Nibbles, fix that. Oh, little one. Oh. Yeah, DC is 18, but I don't know why it says DC on this. Is that just a DC on every spell then? Because this doesn't reduce its damage based on DC. It's just... Just touch. You should be able to hit every single one of these pretty... Spell resistance notwithstanding. Yeah, she gets a plus 13 with that now. That was a really good rig. I'm glad I pressured that guy into rewarding me for my just cause. Wink, wink. I have not been using Phantasmal Killer on Nenio enough. Oh. How the hell did you traverse that? Ow!
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
That doesn't look like you can get up there.
Into the fray.
I guess if an enemy can't path you any other way, they'll just clip through the terrain or something. I mean, I can definitely see the value in that. That way you don't get stuck with the other predicament I had before of being shot to shit by their archer, but having absolutely no way to get up to them. Because they put them on the special quote-unquote ledge. And it was dumb. Is it still more damage to do Burning Arc? Yes. Although they do get a reflex save on that. So I either do 8d6, guaranteed 8d6 because it only has 13, and my attack is 13, or DC 18, a very, very high chance that it takes half damage of 10d6. Yeah. Finger of fire. Good. Can I do this one? Oh, the guy gets bigger with him. Bye, Sheila. Never mind, Sheila.
Distraction for me.
That will just does so much fucking damage. But Dwarf Man will do more in time. Dwarf Man also has less long-winded dialogue, and I don't get quite as annoyed during his quests. There's just so much reading in this game, and I get tired of it. It's for nerds, and I feel gross, and it makes my brain have to do work, and no one likes when their brain does work. It's dumb. Alright, there's an army coming. I should probably be moving my dude, shouldn't I? Yeah, whoops. I've been forgetting to do this one. Do I want to go over here and bop any of those guys on those? Nah. Pick up the field demons and bop them on the head. Does this consume my camping supplies? I've never actually checked that. What is that? Belt of Demonic Shadow. Where did I get that at? Was that on one of the dudes in Vodiel's fight? Whenever wear this belt, cast a spell of 6th level or higher, it summons a CR7 Shadow Demon to fight alongside the wearer. Only one demon can be summoned present on the battlefield. If the demon is already summoned, it heals. That's... I can't use that yet, but slap it on Nenio for later, right? Yeah, she doesn't have 6th level spells yet. but I think she gets them next level. Pathfinder Wizard. It's either 11 or 13. I think it's 13. Maybe 12. 6th level. Oh no, it is 11. She'll get 1 level 6th level slot, which means she'll get 5 6th level slots because I have the more spell slot thing. Sweet! And we're only a little under halfway there. Which we've been for a while. Why did you go to Dwarf Cart? I was supposed to go back after a couple weeks. It's probably been that.
You know, I hope this war at least teaches you how to talk to get along with your comrades.
Ooh, I wonder if that applies to scrolls.
I think we've got a decent party here, and you could find yourself some friends.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to kill.
I don't like her. I vaguely remember her also being, like, more polite and nobly. When the game first started, and then suddenly she 180 into being a huge bitch. I mean, what do you expect from an elf? Manage crusade affairs. Good guys ready to work with the relic. Everything is ready for the relic's augmentation. Enemy army has reached you and now attacks. Oh. Okay! How long do you think they last? I give them 3 turns. 27 cure wounds? Oh, but it takes energy to do those. Eh. Alright, what the clerics don't count as infantry. What the shit do clerics count as? You have like a tag to you? No, just clerics. You just deal no damage at all. Ow. I mean, those little fuckers cast Stinking Cloud, and they do it on the wrong person, and then they die. Pretty sure you can cast Stinking Cloud on any square. You could have done it there, and I'm gonna do this, whatever. If you feel like losing, that's fine with me. Have they killed any of us? Yes, because I accidentally skipped the Hell Knights. Does not follow the end turn rules of the rest of the game. Sword of Valor! The Great Artist relic of the Crusade mysteriously changed upon coming in contact with the commander. What does this mean? Clerics and wizards set some light on the artifact's properties. All researchers were divided on what exactly happened to the Sword of Valor. However, they did point out that the banner had belonged to Amade back in her normal life, and it had gained miraculous properties, as if anticipating the ascension of its owner's divinity. Could this current change be an indication of the commander's great future? Can I become the frickin' party dwarf god? I want to become the party dwarf god. Visit my main man Caden and my main man Torag. Both like booze, and that's good for me. I probably should do events first. These are all the same shit. The Fate of Soul Shear. Cleanse it, leave it as is, or charm it? What the fuck does charm do? I can cleanse it, which makes it adamantine plus 3. I can charm it, which makes it adamantine plus 3. I can leave it as it is, which is a spookier adamantine plus 3. Oh, it changes the effect. There's a plus 3 to all saving throws and a 3 bonus to CMD, or grants you plus 2 additional daily uses of Lay on Hands, Fervor, and Channel class abilities. You possess them. We're giving that to Sheila. She will lose some tankiness, but hot damn, that's pretty good. I don't think she has any weapon focuses either. She might have shield focus, or I might have given her armor focus. I hope I gave her armor focus. Blah 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 blah's army was undone, along with his plans to retake Dresden. The arrogant leader of the demonic host did not deign to join the fight in person. He took flight, abandoning his soldiers. What a rube! My headset fell off. In our midst, the spies of the Abyss have attempted to infiltrate Dresden to find out the commander's plans. My commander's plans are sit here while I do all the heavy work and kill shit. It was only by chance that they were stopped. The officers have suggested increasing security in anticipation of new attempts by the demons. Of course, everything is like Path of the Lich. Just turn them into zombies. Turn them into zombies. Turn them into zombies. You know what? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's the solution to everything. Turn them into zombies. Increase the number of interrogators. That sounds evil. 10 Inquisitors are recruited. Adds 1,500 leadership points and 200 military experience. Like trustworthy soldiers. 1,000 leaderships and increases the career rounds. Crusade morale increases by 30. My morale's already maxed, so probably this? Deducts 200 military experience. How do I see my experience totals? I don't know, we'll find out after I go to the restroom real quick. Be right back. Alrighty. I don't want to lose military XP. I guess we'll... I also don't want that. This takes money and energy. I guess I can save the senior comrades thing for if my morale ever does get low. She will personally talk with the best among the Crusaders, will select the most loyal and pure of heart to look for spies. She will also serve as models for common soldiers to follow. Sounds good to me. Decrees! Wall! 7 days, but it's also free, right? Seems like it's free. Helping those in need. The morale increases by 10 or 20 if it's below 0. It can go into negatives. Repeatable decree. Oh, so I don't have to do this. Logistical reform. This is just increasing my logistical capabilities level thingy. How do I see those again? I don't remember. This button's that button. Yeah, I should have a leadership one too. Which I can't do because I'm disclosing letters of chain from my boy. I guess I could have sacrificed military for leadership XP. Because boy howdy am I a higher level. Then again, this seems to have a lot you need more to get to the next rank than this one. I also see that I have lost my energy per day from the chapter 1. What a shame. And now that the army is dead, the demon one attacking me, I'm going to attack them. It also occurred to me while I was sitting on the John, the exclamation point on my commander room does not necessarily mean that I'm going to get ambushed by people going, hey, we got a whole snipping and helping dialogue for you to read aloud. Probably more. It just means that one of my things is ready and done, and I can do the decrees and stuff that are... Decree complete! Alright, let's go sell this shit and hope it gets me 25 grand so I can get Ember her ring of fuck. Which I'm surprised I remembered that I need to get to her. For her. I do have some other stuff. Like, I want to get her 2 different rings. Or do I, now that she has the touch attack ring? Maybe I don't. I just give her the ring of fire damage. And I don't remember what the other one was. What up, Woljif? Enjoy the market? Yeah, so I can sell that. I forgot it's... Woljif already has Agile baked right in. How much does Solskjaer sell for? Not a lot. I want to keep the Ring of Cold, I guess. Yeah, that is nowhere near 25k. Ooh, well. I mean, it's something. 700 from going to a couple. No, I don't really get gear from the ambush. It's all demons and, like, maybe a club. Yeah, like $103 per ambush. So, yeah, from going for one area with a couple of cultists, it's pretty good. And I kind of want to give Sheila this. It's supposed to be for Soziel, I'm sure. Sure, because Soziel uses glaives. But if I sacrifice for armor class, sure, she's pretty good. If we encounter something that we need to be exceptionally tanky for, we can put those on. But for now, her having extra healing is not a terrible idea. I think I didn't get her tower shield proficiency, unless she does have shield proficiency already. Or not proficiency, focus. Then I'd be wasting her feet. What did I do to you? I gave you armor focus. And extra lay on hands. Selective. Okay, she does not. Does she have any higher chance to hit with that? Except for the, obviously, the +1 bonus. Yeah. Not terrible. This weapon is a +2 cold iron sword. This weapon, or longsword, this weapon is a +2 evil outsider cold iron longsword that I found on the ground where I got ready and set. I still find that very weird. Can we just delete that? No. Finian, come back to me. Big sword. Gonna make me pick that up when I leave the area, isn't it? Anywhere else I need to go in town? There are a bunch of people I have to talk to. I don't want to yet. I want to go out and do that dungeon thing. I want to go out and slay the dragon. But the dragon comes to slay me first, and I can't pre-buff, and everything hurts. God damn it. Fine, I'll take it. Get out, Woljif. Right. This first. Do we think we can take any of those demon armies? What do you got? Not an awful lot, actually. I think I can take that one. Clearing out this area so I can go over there easier is probably good. Maybe I can fight the dragon with my army and it'll kill all of us, but I'll still win. Because I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dudes. And they have one dragon. Okay. Kill these. Did not mean to skip that. Cool. Honestly, attack formation right now. Because these are all going to come to me. Did that do anything? Oh yeah, it hit the shield bearers. And now the dretch. Anyways, here. Can I put these down here? No. What's the point of the hotbar if I can't drag shit onto it? Cavalry. Run up here and then do nothing because you can't move. Oof. Nice try. Did he just touch his boobies and deal 5 damage? It was weird. Still stunned. Not stunned. Just enough. Wow. I would like to remind the chat that this is a strength 6 fight. And I have taken half the, probably even a third the damage I did on a strength 4 fight. I lost 2 Hell Knights, and that was it. The last fight I did was strength 4, and I lost 3 times that. I think, roughly. Daily income energy points. Oh, I definitely need to kill these fuckers if they're giving me actual upgrades. And I definitely needed to have read that thing. What is that? What is that? I can't see. It says Ashen Grotto. I need to go there, but first kill this army.
That way I could read the name anytime. That's a lot. This army looks a lot harder than the last one. Yeah, so this is a Strength 6 army, and the last one was a Strength 6 army. So, a strange amount of difference. Just look at the bone flying down there. Jesus, do I gotta go again? Oh my gosh. We kill the Brimerax because they'll have a ranged attack and the rest don't, so. I'm gonna hang out, I think. What does this do? Go for the 3! How do I guarantee a kill on this? Go for the throat? Can I use this more than once? Doesn't have a cooldown on it. Alright, it takes their... Takes speed to use. That's the drawback. Fuck. Not my archer. That's like my shtick. Are you okay if I get you out of here? Nope. Alright. Go distract these dudes real quick. You'll probably die. Good luck. Eh. Hobble your way around. 1 through 7. Come on, high roll. Eh. That was pretty low of a roll. Stop. Oh my god, that thing's coming for me. Eh. Heal. No? These guys have 100, right? Yeah, we good. Guaranteed to kill these. I think I probably want to go intercept the boobas, but I can do that in a bit. Because they won't get to my archers in just 1 turn. Even better! And they won't get to them at all! Oh, I can't smite. Can I touch myself? Clerics were a good investment. When I remember to do stuff with them. You know, it's also a good way to remember to do stuff with them. I need this to be down here instead, I swear. Here, I'll just leave that open so it's very intrusive. Wait, is this how I remove stuff? Oh, thank God. Okay, why don't I have 6 slots, though? Wait. Never mind. It sucks. Why? Just so I can rearrange them up here? Yes. Why do I have 2 of these? Dispersal of forces, dispersal... What is this for? Oh, this is probably like my weird omnipresent commander abilities. I probably get stuff that populates down here eventually. I'm going to leave this open so I remember that's there. I mean, it's probably going to close up automatically. I'm going to forget to reopen it. That is the way. Yep, see? Victory. Yeah, my arm infirmary not even very full. Can I get, like, I know there's mods for this game. Can I get a mod that makes the commander UI thing there better? Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous mods. It always comes back to modding for me. What do we got? Character display. Cool. Portrait pack. Portrait pack. Portrait pack. Playable mongrel, that's interesting. Portrait pack. Voice pack. Porn. Voice pack. Portrait pack. Terry Crews added to the game. Okay, I'm getting that one, definitely. Portrait pack. Portrait pack. Portrait pack. Ah. All right, what do I got? Can I go to like the most subscribed mods? I think I'm on probably popular of all time. A portrait pack. Cool. Nice. Cheat console. Better inventory. Here we go. Here's the good ones. Da 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 da. Auto buffing bot. Like I'm tired of pre-buffing for the 50th time with 12 spells. That's actually not terrible. There we go. Portrait pack. Portrait pack. Portrait pack. Just want to move the one bar from the left side of the screen to the bottom of the screen, or like just have it be super intrusive in the middle of the screen. I don't care if it takes up like 3 squares. I don't need to use the middle. What do I got? The Forces of the Templars and the Ivory Labyrinth have been destroyed. Now there's no obstacles sending the scouts within enemy territory. Their reports will make the supply line safer from sudden attacks. 100 finance points and $3,000 dues right now. Go fight these assholes down here if I can make it. Ah, so close. Right, where are we going? I still want to go to the green gates. But first, I forgot to do something. I didn't put the extra Unity thingies in here, did I? Yeah. Increases recruitment of archers by 25%. What's the other one? Barracks is 50. I should have done that when I built the hospital, because then I would have had 25% more troops. From here, right now. What the fuck is that? Ah! I'll just keep them there as a reserve for now. I don't super think I need to draw this army back. Maybe for the archers, but after I kill that one, we'll go back and get the other dudes. There's someone on the road. It's another Woljif. What? Like how this implies I can destroy the Lich's phylactery before I kill the Lich. Oh, god fucking damn it! I just realized that dragon has 6 legs. What fucking kind of dragon are you? Oh. Well, might as well. Go, Nibbles, kill! Yeah, I can't go to...
This position is irrational.
Don't worry about me.
I can't go to the left side of the map without this fucker attacking me, can I? And it's like... just outside of 2 areas you can go to. The Temple of the Hunt or whatever it is above there. And then this Green Gates area. Can I just run? I think the idea here is I'm supposed to run.
So, goodbye. Meow. Yeah, because there's the world map edge. I can't activate it, though, can I? Just kill the dragon. Ah, yes. Very simple. Very easy. Oh my god, why is it going to go before everybody? Anyhow? Can I haste and then move? She might! I don't think I can haste and then move. Run away! Yeah, just casually kill the dragon, Scrub. Just reduce its HP to 0 before it gets your HP to 0. That's how you win, right?
He is worth the pain.
Fuck it! Come here, asshole! Ah! 13 damage. I did. I think I have to beat her here in order to like actually progress. So I guess we'll just reload until I get an initiative where she doesn't go before like 5 of us, and then just breath attack and kill my entire half my party. Hey, internet, you hacked. Hello, Freddy. Hello, you hacked. Hello, my friend. Are you ready for me to reload this fight 12 times until the dragon rolls poorly on initiative? Oh, that's good enough. Looks like a segment designed for real time. If I unpause it in real time, the dragon is going to immediately breath weapon my whole party and kill us. I would show you, but I got a good initiative roll here, so I will show you if I have to reload it again. Is there anything I can do to debuff that fucker? I think I definitely want to haste. Or I use my I win button, which is only 2 Nabasus, not 3, but not terrible. Maybe she'll get distracted by them. Forget, I have the I win button there. Ember! Can we rattle its bones? 15 damage. Well, the exception's only magic, though, so that shouldn't be an issue for us. What's your touch AC? Only 7, actually. You're immune to fire. Does Ascended Element go past total immunity? No longer be prevented or reduced or by that or immunities. So yeah, it does work. Burn! Burn!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
God, we all have to frickin' roll 20s. Problem is, if I get close to it, it gets the stupid free dragon fear aura shit every turn. And I don't quite know how to deal with that.
Simply business.
Oh. We were still in the cone, huh? Cool. See, watch. If I take it off of turn-based mode, and I say, "Run the fuck away!" It. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. Okay. It's so dumb!
Why the hell does that work? Yeah, I guess it is designed for frickin' real-time mode. Indie devs, am I right? I guess. Yeah, this company isn't exactly huge, I don't think. But yeah, small indie company. Yeah, the turn-based mode in this game is definitely an afterthought. Oh my god, really? Can I...
Nice try. Didn't work though.
Come on. Alright, hang on. No, I can't because fucking... I already moved her. Okay. What do I do here? If I roll really well, I can insta-kill her if she rolls 2 1s. Technically. I'm immune to prone, so I can't pit. I could just cast haste twice. No, wait! I win button. Can't forget the I win button. Yeah, this is not the first point in the game where it's obviously they didn't quite plan it out for turn-based mode. What just happened? What? Fire aura, critical hit, 112 damage, 54 damage. Is it because I strength drained her enough? Every time she hits me, she loses strength points. Is that fact? Yeah, it was like, why wouldn't you just accept your fate, become my dinner, I'll eat you all soon enough? Sounds like she took enough damage and I warded her off. So did she take enough strength damage that she fucked off? How does this fight go? What the hell? I need to look this up. Hang on. Pathfinder, Devara. La 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 la. Blah 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 blah. No idea. Yeah, this is all like stuff of like, how am I supposed to kill her in her lair? How am I supposed, what am I supposed to do to her in here? Or what did I do to her? Eh? Here we go, random encounter. What's to do? She leaves after a few rounds. Uh-huh. Oh, no wonder I can't find anything on her. Their name is randomized, I guess. Or wait, no, the encounter's quote-unquote randomized.
Apparently it shows. Okay, yeah, you're just supposed to run away, I guess. So, running away in turn-based mode is a lot less intuitive. I lived, bitch. Purely because of my I will live button. If I didn't have Last Stand that prevented me from dying, that crit would have probably... Oh no, I would have lived. And I do have the not die one, right? Hard to kill. An entire intelligence on any hit points is equal to or greater than double your constitution score. So she would have hit me once for 100, and I would have had like 125 health left. And I can have 32 in the negative. I might have lived with 1 hit point if she didn't hit me for the 3rd time. And again, she's using her entire full round of attacks. I don't know if it changes if they go unconscious. I don't think it does, so, you know, the 3rd attack would have popped me. Good thing I took Last Stand. Yeah, you're right, you hacked. Thank you. Definitely don't work with the... Why is there blood? Turn-based mode. Alright, you guys ready for the Blood Fortress? Wow. I wasn't expecting it to be raining blood. Aw, sweet, but I do have the Commander's Banner. That's going to be really good for a little mini dungeon. Unless this isn't a mini dungeon. Oh, hi, it's you. There you are! I realized that you were from the front of the coming fortress. I'm sorry I left the city so suddenly. I couldn't miss the chance to catch the old flesh eater. I was supposed to bring you, wasn't I? You're dealing with a creature that's very old and very devious and very dangerous. She will may not be a demon, but she can move like one. If you hesitate, she'll slip from the grass before you even know it. Fortunately, there's a relic of Desna in this very fortress, the Bell of Mercy. Help you catch the hag like a cat in a mouse trap. No, wait, you don't say that, do you? Like a mouse in a cat trap? Never mind. What matters is you much catch her. Right way to say is it's a mouse in a mouse trap. Yep, but I can see how you got confused. Those are all those boring words. I get them mixed up all the time, too. What if everybody said, catch a bee in a bear trap, or maybe a moose in a fox trap? A manticore and a unicorn trap, a hedgehog? No, I don't want to catch a hedgehog. They're too prickly. And how about a rabbit and a goat trap? Slap the dragon. Slap it. Can you help me fight the hag? There's a finger on the string of the bow. Naturally. Oh, you think the hag will be here? Why is it raining blood? We know each other of old. Actually, that's not quite true. We have never met her in person. But I've been tracking for quite some time. She shows up here and there, but every time I try to pin her down, she vanishes. But this time she won't slip away so easily. Seems agitated as you detect a tremor in her voice. It seems that hunting the hag means an awful lot to you. You have your sneaking suspicion that the succubus has not told you the full story. Oh, this bell help us. It's an ancient relic of Desna. The Crusaders brought it here when there was still hope that Sarkoris could be retaken easily, and the world would expand and the Crusaders forced retreat, leaving the bell behind. They even tried to corrupt it and destroy it, but they couldn't. The bell burned them when they touched it. They managed to rip the bell's clapper from it, but they didn't take it far. Look for it. It should be around here somewhere. As an imbue the bell with powerful protective magic, if you strike it, all the demons and her ilk inside the fortress will be unable to move. If the hag cannot move, she will not be able to evade you. Did you know there are different kinds of hag? Jarunica is one of the most terrifying types. An anus hag. Yeah, she's an anus hag. The flesh eater possesses frightening evil magic power. She's not a demon, but she's far more cunning than many inhabitants of the abyss. Don't listen to her rigmarole, and don't rigmarole. Don't believe her evasion. Just grab her and put a knife to her throat and demand straight answers. Don't forget, like demons, she can travel huge distances using magic. The sound of the bell will stop her from slipping away. Let's do it. May Desna aid us. Wait. Come back. I need to put you on my party. God damn it. Do I need her for this? I didn't realize this was a quest area. It doesn't say that I require her. I guess she'll show up on her own anyways. Sadly, Arushale has given up the way of the suck.
have to go elsewhere for your demonic succubusy you hacked. What is that? What's the shiny? Oh, it's a trap. Lame.
Practice makes perfect. A trivial request.
Bloody. Blood rain. What would have happened if I would have left her here?
They will break.
Or brought her here? She probably just would have been a normal member of my party, but now she, like, damages them. It's very nice. You have any special moves on you? He has Imp. That's about it.
It doesn't work.
Yep.
How weird.
How weird. Too far away for smash.
Into the fray.
Too far away for smash. Just enough for smash? Damn it, that's not elemental damage. I was thinking, shit, I should have taken elemental barrage because I could have put the holy thing on Greymore and had him do it. Nah, not quite. What's this? Molten Orb. Do I have controlled fireball on her yet? I don't think so. But I can do the snake or normal fireball. They are in range of normal fireball. Although I did just 5-foot step, so I can't get over there. But, oh, that's nice. Oh, maybe I should have waited for the booba to move. Get him, Nibbles. Protective slime. Are boobas greasy?
Did you see that?
Thanks. Do that. Different fireball, please. Yeah, even, Nenio's fireballs do get reduced by their shit, and yet she still does as much damage as what's-her-face. As the crispy elf. Oh. My soul! Ow. Can't see my party. Help. Yeah, remember when I said Woljif did a lot of damage, dealing 35 every sneak attack? Take it back. Woljif is a good boy, but he ain't got shit on Dwarf Friend. Fuck am I?
Take you.
Is the rock using mirror image or something? It is using mirror image, yes. An astute observation, my friend. I like the effect of mirror image. It isn't just like a shimmer around them. It actually does what the spell like visually would look like, which is really cool. I likes it. How much cleavage do I got? I want to delay the cleavage until I am thick. Excellent. And now we have a thickened dwarven cleavage. And I'm not so certain about hitting the Varrock with it. I should be able to kill this guy for... It has mirror image too. Huh. Never mind. I am not able to kill it because I will roll. Don't I usually hit like 40s, 45s-ish? 3d6 plus 32. Yeah, I did 43. It was just reduced? Why was it reduced? I think it's cold iron, right? Yeah. Oh. It's not exception cold iron. It's exception good now. I did not notice that before.
There are Blood Ragers in this game, Pathfinder? Yeah. This game actually has the Blood Rager class. I don't know if Kingmaker had the Blood Rager class, but this one does. I'm surprised that it has hybrid classes in it. Because hybrid classes are... I guess technically they're on the big list of classes on like every Pathfinder website you go to, so they are like official core content. But also they're like half an Ask Your DM side content thing, because like usually they are much less balanced and play tested because they're just two classes that they took together and smashed together. Is I guess technically is what they come off as, but honestly, in my opinion, they go beyond that, because like War Priest is supposed to be a fighter cleric mix, right? But War Priest plays as a exactly as a divine caster Magus, and Magus is not a hybrid class. You'd think Magus would be a hybrid class of like sorcerer or wizard and then fighter, right? Like if War Priest is a hybrid class, Magus should be a hybrid class, but Magus is not a hybrid class. Magus is either a core or one of them like weird expanded classes. It's very odd what they tag as hybrid classes. Because like some of them play absolutely nothing like the two classes that they supposedly mushed together, like War Priest. War Priest plays literally as Divine Magus, which is its own thing. If anything, it should be Magus Cleric. But instead, they tag it as Fighter Cleric. You there. Yeah, exception's good. Did they? Yeah, there we go. Exception's good or Cold Iron. So the Cold Iron's not actually doing anything for us anymore. I just noticed that for the first time. Shit. Man, my dragon's got some screeches. Squirrel! I'm sorry, baby. Still, oh, what is that? It's magic and I love it. Hey, Vu, why do you have the terrible, dying, like, pig puppy sound effects? I don't like that. What is that? Eridan's Wrath. This holy scabbard, when equipped, alters the paladin's smite evil class ability. Changes the type of AC bonus it grants from deflection to sacred. For the Fair's first attack every round deals an additional 1d4 divine damage. Get, bitch, get that on. It says usable. But this might be like the summoning book, which I put somewhere, where it just increases the HP of summons. Yeah, that. This doesn't really... Tries to continue stories, Ravis's Morphous Secret. All your summoned creatures gain the effects of Greater Longstrider and Good Hope spell. Yeah, some of these are just equip stuff. That's pretty good. She just does 1d4 damage. Now the question is, that says the first attack. Does that have to be a weapon attack damage, or is that going to apply to her Thundering Blows and Destructive Shockwave, whether she misses or not? You don't think Kingmaker has Blood Rager? Find out! Pathfinder, Kingmaker, Blood Rager. Yeah, just Wrath of the Righteous. Just another way that this game is superior.
Is restless. I wonder why.
How long does that last? 1 round to level. Oof. Oof.
We'll make things right.
Together we stand.
Yeah, it's 1 minute level stuff is what we want to cast.
I'm always open to ideas.
Extendo.
And that's all of the...
No reason to pause.
Yeah, we got Blessed, we got Effortless Armor, all of that. Does this last a long time? 10 minutes! I don't quite know what element they might use. If there's anything here that uses elemental damages to dispel one of the demons, it's probably going to be fire if we find a Brimarack or something. But the hag might have something different. She's not beholden to demonic stereotyping. Cheese to meet you. Together we fall. The battle cry of the Stanky.
Take a look. I'm your blade.
Yes, and I love you. I forget your name. What is your name?
Commander.
Greybor. Yes, very dwarven. I like it. But you're new here. I've yet to learn it. Just hang on. Damn it. What is that? That's new. That's new. I hate it. They're gross. The fuck is a Rift Drake? It's gross and nasty and just spit you at me. Clinging Corrosion does acid damage. Oh, look! I can reduce acid damage with the spell! Nah! It's gonna hit me. I don't want to hit me. Fireball it is. How many more fireballs do I have? 3. Don't want to cast that. I could just cast the Scream. 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 Yeah, Scream's alright. Here we go. Here's the big money. Hey, and I can even hit the one over there. What do they got? Horrid Wilting? I think it's level 7 or 8 spell. Horrid Wilting. Sucks all the moisture for the... Oh, it's a level 8 spell. You know, it's going to be real fun whenever we do get it, because I found this belt, which summons a CR7 Shadow Demon whenever I cast a spell of 6th level or higher. And that procs once per combat. That's going to be sexy. The problem is I can't cast level 6 spells until next level. But when I do get it... Hello? Oh, hi. Can I move up there? No. This is like that weird first turn funky one. I should be using Vital Strike if they only have exceptions good and not Cold Iron now. Bah! Or Vital Strike can suck. 66 plus 28. It does my weapon damage twice, right? So maybe it wasn't good taking Vital Strike, because I can either do 66 plus 28 or 3d6 plus 28 twice. And I honestly think 3d6 plus 28 twice is probably better, even if it gets reduced by 10, yeah? Yeah, the weapons damage dice twice. But you only add your strength once. I probably should have taken something other than Vital Strike. Because I am so goddamn beefy, it doesn't matter. Or it's actually even better to not use it. Why do I get the feeling the Drakes are gonna do the whole big ass AoE spit garbage at me again? Oh no. Oh no! 69, nice. 69, nice. Oh. Dying. Oh. We are slowed. Oh no. Well, thanks for coming in range, guys. I hit you back there, technically? Yeah, fuck it. Boom. Damn it. What is your reductions? The Rift Drake is not a demon. It resists acid and nothing else. What do I do with you? Snake?
Snake could hit them. Snake does a lot of damage too, right? 15d6 maximum. Or do I want to try and take out the Drake? "13 reflex." Yeah, I definitely would do the touch attack one. Ember, why? Why the double one? You had to roll anything but a 1 and you rolled it twice. Look at him go. Scuttling along. God fucking damn it. Let me guess. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 4. It actually has decent armor, huh? Yep. God, I love this XCOM luck. And Lon can only do 1 attack because it's slow. Alright, we definitely need to focus the Rift Drakes from here on and get acid resistance going. Greybor, do thing. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank God it's not spitting. Oh yeah, my last stand got used on the dragon. Can I do haste to counteract it? Technically, we already still have haste. Oh, because the slow's gone. Weird. So slow will cover up haste, so to speak. But it does not remove haste. I guess it's some kind of special slow, because it did say, like, the voracious Rift Drake spit, blah, 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 rather than the spell slow. I guess the spell slow will cancel out. But weird fucking non-magical slow is just slow while the haste is over, and then get haste back and stuff and gone. Kill! God damn it. Ivu, nibbles. Yeah. Good girl. Sheila, nibbles. Good girl.
It's your time.
Not 5 foot step up there. No, you're still slow. Cool. I sure love the 1% of enemies who actually attack you when you're downed. Yeah, there's a very, very low chance that enemies will actually attack you or anybody else, I think, who is at negative HP. But when they do, you're pretty much dead, and it's a game over. It's like, there's no way they're not going to take you into dead zone. Ow. Because you got to go negative, at least I have to go double negative. Or negative my double constitution.
A surprise.
What is this? Oh, cool. That's missable, apparently. I have to fight the witch normally or something. Spider! Yeah, it's super dumb. Like, it was a very nice courtesy to not auto-game over you the moment your main character that they always focus is downed. But sometimes that just doesn't fucking apply to certain enemies, I guess. Hello. Nice to see you, Arushali. And it's really sucky when it does happen, because there's nothing you can do about it. It's just, oh, game over. Because they're gonna hit you for more than 30 damage. Oh, this was your move action. Oh, that's a swift action.
You've crossed the wrong line.
And, like, it wouldn't be so bad if
you could resurrect your main character, but no, even if you have the ability to resurrect your dudes, scrolls, and I assume spells and whatnot too, it's auto game over if your character dies. Even if you have the capacity to bring them back. Literally after the... Like, even in the fucking fight itself. He's dumb. He's stupid. And stinky. Fireball. Nice. I was about to ask why Graybor is at such low health, and then I remembered, oh right, I did that. Oh, come on, I was in range. Save my dwarven brother, or kill the good Libelith. Or cleave them both? I think I want to do 3 attacks against this dude. Never mind. I guess Vital Strike will be useful if I can't guarantee a second hit, too. Because he uses my biggest attack bonus, so if I'm not ever going to hit the other -5 on the iterative attack, Vital Strike is also good for that. Yeah, I should be doing acid, because these guys deal acid. You get freaky when you're at the top of the screen, dang. Ooh.
Simply business.
You won't survive me.
Please eat his duplicates. Or just eat him, that works too. Vital Strike is good for getting past damage reduction and dishing out high damage as a standard and a move action. True, the move action is, or the move after move is good. The thing is, my character deals so much bonus damage with their strength that it is, even if they have damage reduction, it is better to just do 2 attacks. Because I can either deal 2 3d6, sometimes 3 3d6 plus 28s, or a 66 plus 28. And the 3 3d6 plus 28s are still going to do more damage if they have any amount of reduction. Especially if it's just 10 like these guys do. But yeah, it's the move and attack is, I guess, what it's good for there. I wish I could automatically set it to do that, though. Like, always use Vital Strike. Make me a little macro that whenever I move and attack, instead it's a Vital Strike. I always forget that part. Can I just scare the dickens out of this guy? 10, 10, 11, 14. More health. Eh? Ow. The other good advantage is when you go into mythic levels that you can multiply your other bonuses too. Is there Mythic Vital Strike? There should be Mythic Vital Strike. Yeah, if Vital Strike can eventually multiply my shit, that'll be perfect. Because there is no Mythic Cleave, I don't think, so... Like, I might go into Mythic Vital Strike then. Because that would make Vital Strike 100% worth it. If you can have, like, the triple Vital Strike damage and also add your strength and your other stuff to... Even if it was just strength. Double strength is fucking fantastic. You can't get quadruple? Can you get quadruple Vital Strike? Vital Strike. I know there's Vital Strike, Improved Vital Strike for the 2. No, wait. Vital Strike is already the 2. Then Improved is 3, and Greater is 4, yeah? Yeah. Sorry, my bad. 1 is all right. I'm thinking in terms of Cleave. Because, God, yes, Cleave. 14, 8, 63, 63, 52. I want to heal with Ember. I could try to heal Greybor.
Does Graber have last stand? Yes. Okay, he'll be fine. Yeah, basic is time 2, improves is time 3, greater is times 4. Thank you. If there is Mythic Cleave, it's sort of okay. Is there Mythic Cleave? There is Mythic Cleave. Whenever you use Cleave or Great Cleave, one of your attacks can be made against a foe that is within your reach, but not adjacent to the foe you attacked. Oh. That's not that great. I guess that's why Mythic Cleave is not in the game. Because Mythic Cleave, or normal Cleave in this game already is that. So I get Mythic Cleave for free, effectively. You can expend one use of Mythic Power and you use Cleave or Great Cleave to continue making attacks against foes within your reach, regardless of their position, as long as you continue to hit your foe. Yeah, that's not that great. For a Mythic thing, on top of, like, you know, like you said, Mythic Vital Strike and such, I would have made that, like, you get an extra Cleave, or a Great Cleave. So you Cleave once and you get 2 extra attacks. Like, that would have been a good Mythic Cleave, but just, they don't have to be adjacent. That's not that great. Mythic Cleave and Tabletop was actually very good. Really? I guess if they're flanking you, you can smack both of them. 5-1! But if there's less than, like, 3 enemies, I think standard attacks are better at this point. Here he goes. Squish right on top of Sheila. Imagine how many less cleave attacks you would have made if your enemies weren't adjacent when it was a standard. But if there's enough enemies that you would bother using cleave, there's a good chance that they're... That guy's drippy. That they're adjacent to each other. Unless your DM is specifically kind of being cunty and always spacing them to not be adjacent, knowing that you have cleave.
To cease to exist.
Be gone. You have loot? No, that's the sad thing about fighting a lot of these demons is they don't. It's not always about the DM being a dick. Not all creatures will stand next to each other. And quite a few also want to flank you. Oh shit, it's the hag! Shit. I didn't go find the bell. Oh well, time for murder. You there? You have brought friends. But Gaul, how dare you show up here of all places? You talking to her?
I won't let
Me.
you hurt my friends.
Is she evil? No, okay. There's a Blood Rager hag. That's a big anus hag. I forgot to do the bell. I have the clapper. Can I go? Monsters aren't somehow incapable of basic tactics. I know. But if you do that deliberately every time, you're kind of being a dick. Because if you know your player is building around this and you deliberately build all your and play all your monsters to counter everything they're doing every combat, kind of rude. Like, that's not fun for the player. I don't know what I'll do against her. What are you immune to? Petrified. And death.
This obstacle.
And a lot of other stuff. Greater Arcane Blood Rage. Yumps. Blood Sanctuary. Damage reduction. Unknown Key. My god, the best ability. That is exactly not what I was saying, Shy. You mean to being prone? No. Your reflexes, alright. 19, should have to roll an 8.
You're irrelevant.
It doesn't take a player running in like a dumbass and to get flanked to, I'm too tired to argue right now. Yes, that's exactly what I'm playing. What I'm saying. Well, the DM shouldn't tailor every encounter to a player. They all shouldn't make every fight tailored to said player. That's why I said every single fight. I think I want to do Shout. Although the DC 26 Phantasmal Killer, it's not terrible. That's a high-ass DC for Phantasmal Killer. She has to roll below a 7 and a 10. And you... Oh, no, she has immune to death. Never mind. Scream? Done? Yes! Go, my friend. Move. Study. Kill.
In my way.
And she's immune to death. I didn't do it, don't worry. That noise. Ah! See, when Lon does Lon stuff, Lon does good Lon stuff. Hey, look at my tiny dragon. He's so cute. I just want a Viper with goodness. I just want a Viper with goodness. She's almost dead. What the fuck was that? Okay, I didn't quite have enough Viping with goodness. Can you hit there? Yeah. Cool. What's your spell resistance? 28? That's not terrible. Smite! Smash! Fucking she crit the bitch! Ah. Except now she's probably gonna teleport away. No. Stop, what are you doing, you reprobates? The beaten hag cowers on the rocks. Gone is a terrifying monster that you were just fighting. In its place is a small and frightened old woman. Why'd you treat an old biddy like me so harshly? Haven't you any shame, you great brutes? The listener, she's just stalling for time. Alicia raises her weapons. What do you know about the demons with strange abilities? Where they're coming from? Speak! What demons? What are you on about? Under Alicia's cold gaze, the hag's face breaks into a grindingly smile. Ah, now those demons, wouldn't they be friends of yours, Arumi, my dear? What are you picking on old me for, then? I tell you everything I know, but you'd know far more than me on that score. Valor drains from Alicia's face as the Jesus Christ, I need a cough drop. I bought a bag of 100 for this exact reason, because goddamn, this game is so dialogue heavy. Is that an improved familiar? No, it's technically an animal companion. I got it for taking the Azada path, and you just get this adorable little dragon. Don't let her stall for time, immediately ask her, and thus gives her a chance to stall for time. We're not trying to kill her, we're trying to get information. The color drains from... Oh, water. The color drains from Marisha's face with a hag smile, grows white, stretching her ear. My little chicken, don't tell me you haven't tried your new toys all about that. Come to yourself, did you? I burst into a screeching laughter before her turn, taking her kid. You take pity on an old woman. Let me go before any more harm is done. You'd better have a word with your little demoness about those demons. You liar, I've never been to the Ivory Sanctum. Ursula's desperate outburst is drowned out by another round of cackling from the hag. Where is it you say you've never been, eh? Where? Like you haven't been sniffing around it, seeing who comes and goes, you didn't see all that. I suppose you don't even know the password either, eh? Hag looks at you. Your demon girl's lying through her teeth, as per usual. I've watched enough Irish YouTubers to get this accent. Yes. Or half of it. Do you two know each other? We never met in the flesh until now, isn't that right, dearie? But I know a awful lot about her and her tricks, and her dailies with mortals. Problem is my tongue doesn't want to cooperate. She's lied to everyone. Everyone. To your side and ours. She's telling the truth. Ursula lowers her gaze. I lied to you, I used you, I could have told you where to look for those demons right away, but I need someone who could help me get rid of the hag. When I was freed from the dungeon of Dresden, the demons set her on my trail, and they could not have done it single-handedly. Hearing this, the old one lets out a screeching cackle and shakes her whole body. What are you laughing at? Doesn't matter what I've done, you won't be leaving here alive. So you wanted me to kill your enemy for you, you'll pay for that. I have principles, I don't kill for free, I'll leave the delinquent and psychopaths. How is this a good thing? She's a fucking anus hag. I don't want to let the evil hag die. But I also want to ask the hag about my chesticle scar. Can I throw a bag of like 1,000 gold at Greybar and say, here, pay a job well done? He's a reluctant nod, but doesn't let her open. Alright, don't let this lying filth confuse you. I am the lying filth here, am I? Now that's the pot calling the kettle black, or you shall lie. Oh my god, now that's a pun. Burn. You know about the Ivory Sanctum when you want to kill each other. Enough, release her. No, I want to ask her about some other shit. Why do you serve the demons? Me serve the demons? No, I'd never. Gyrona is who I serve, our queen, our protector and patron. Whoever brings harm to women, be it young fillies or old crones like me, will find no shelter from Gyrona's wrath. For the Garuda sees everything she does. God of feminism. It sounds like that. It's like, what? You hurt women and the god sends whole hags after you? Now that's my kind of deity. Who are you? I'm just some humble old peaceful soul, peaceful as they come. I've lived here for a fairly old while. Since the days when these lands were green and no one had ever heard of tell of demons before. Us hags aren't as wicked as people make us out to be. That's just nasty gossip. People don't know us and don't understand us, that's why they fear us. They trot all sorts of rubbish. And we feast on human flesh and we bow down to demons of the like. Truth is, we're Fae! Genuine Fae. There's even a tale about it. Want to hear it? Ooh, I want to hear it. Maybe you can also teach me a few conjuring tricks, and then I can go around telling folks that I'm a Fae, not a hideous man-eating monster. Madam Hag, I would like to ask you some questions about human flesh, if I may. A pencil and paper appears in Neo's hands. Tell me, how much meat does one hag consume in a day? How much villages of an average size are necessary to feed a hag on an ongoing basis without the population being reduced to zero? Are you so scrawny because you constantly undereat? Hag's eyes flash momentarily. A sickly sweet smile appears on her face. It's all nonsense it is, and if it's not nonsense, then it's got nothing to do with poor old me. I eat roots and berries, mushrooms too. I've never eaten human flesh in my life. Tell us your tale. I love stories, but sometimes the ones I've heard were very bad. About cruelty and monsters and children who are roasted alive in an oven. It's not that kind of story, is it? I mean, she's a blood rager, not a witch, so... Listen well, 'twas long ago. So long ago, it's beyond my remembering. I like how they've dropped trying to type out the accent. When there lived 3 sisters in the first world, the forest known as the Cimarron. Beautiful they were. The sisters, the kind of beauty that'd make foot stop and stare. Suitors came from all corners of the land to woo 'em. But the sisters just laughed and they boasted each other their defied gifts they received. They boasted and bragged until a century had passed. Another, bit by bit, the sisters' affection turned into a deadly rivalry. Each sister wanted to show up the other two to win the suitors away from them and grab all the riches for herself. In the magical forest, Cynthia's shift changed too. Thorns and barbs sprang up everywhere. The animals sprouted fangs and horns, and even little birds began to squawk vile curses and oaths in place of pretty tunes. The matchmakers came less and less after that, until the road to the Cimarron was forgotten altogether. Does the tale the hag grunts between words, licking and smacking her lips. Her gnarled fingers are also twitching, sketching intricate symbols. She's casting some kind of spell! You trying to trick us, is she? It won't work. She was trying to cast a spell. That was a perception check, right? No? Whoops. Then a match feeder Ursula attacks the hag. She screams her last rasping cackle. It soon turns into a strangled gurgle. Ursula's eyes are plaintive. She holds her gaze. There is much I have to explain, to confess, but first, please, there's something I want to show you. Come. It's not far. What about the bell? Can I still go clippity-clap and clang the bell? There's also still demons in here. this where you died before you became a succubus? Technically, demons do have mortal corpses. I'm still expecting Staunton and the dumb halfling chick to come back, but as demons. Ursula approaches the grave. It's small, but surprisingly well maintained, given the surrounding squalor and neglect. Ursula touches the old stone, decorated with Desna's butterfly. Like she's greeting an old friend, silently she turns to you. Here's a map from her bag, makes marks on it, and holds it out to you. First things first. Here, I wasn't lying to you about this. This is where you'll find the Ivory Sanctum. In it, the secret of the demons with strange powers. Under the hidden are a pile of skulls. I don't know how to open it, and I've never been inside, but cultists somehow enter it, which means you can find a way to get inside. How'd you know about the Bell of Mercy? I didn't use it, but I didn't need it, because I am a badass. This place, the Fortress of the Bell. I saw them in the dream of a person lying in this grave. She was on her way here for the bell. She would have taken it from here and returned to the Crusaders and Cadabres. But she never made it because she met me. I killed her, and I devoured her dreams, or rather, they devoured me. That's when I re-emerged from the dream realm. I buried her. I thought it was the right thing to do. You tell me you sucked somebody so powerful that they converted you to the power of good? Usually it's like the other way around. You get the good suck, and then you become good or evil. Not you give the goods. Damn. I wanted to try the Battle of Crusaders for a long time, but the barest brush and the bell burns my impure fingers. Aw. I didn't know the hag would be here. I was free from Dresden. The demon set her on my trail. She failed to catch me, but she took a hostage of sort. You threatened to corrupt this grave if I didn't come here and surrender. I knew I could not defeat her on my own, so I used you. I used a lie to get you here so that you would help me kill her. Forgive me. I'm sorry. You could have just told me the truth. I'm gonna kill all my companions whenever I do this chaotic, stupid run. Thank you for the map. I appreciate your help. Who does the grave belong to? My last victim, she was a priestess of death, and I seduced her and drained her soul. She died in my arms, and I decided to bask in her final revelries. So I dove into her fading mind. Dreams are Desna's domain. The goddess noticed my sacrilege, but for some reason she showed me mercy instead of punishment. She opened my eyes to who I was and who I could become. Or who I could be. When I returned to my senses, the first thing I did was bury my final victim here and take a vow before her grave that I would atone for everything I'd done. I didn't even know who she was. I just seduced her, deceived her, and killed her, and she saved my soul. If only I could die and give back her life, but I can't, Kagrum. All I can do is live and help those who are still alive. Why'd you have to lie? You could have just asked. I was afraid that you would refuse, and if there was nothing in it for you. I'm afraid... I guess technically she doesn't know me, does she? If she'd been here since the beginning of the game, I would have said, damn it, bitch, and everything I do is for goddamn nut and stuff and stupid. But no, I literally just met her in the dungeon. She doesn't know me. I was afraid you wouldn't believe me, and I am a demon, Kagrum. For centuries, it was all I knew. It's still raining blood here, you know. The place probably smells really bad. If you want something, you get it by lying or by force. Luring here was so easy and so natural. Lies and manipulations, they are my native language, one I have spoken my entire life. Ask for a favor? Now that is a foreign notion I have only begun to learn. I don't think I'm trying to justify what I did. I know the lie was despicable. I know that perfectly well when I lied to you. I knew it was just... I'm still goddamn huge. It was a step backwards, back to the old Arushale, and I still did it. There's no excuse. I just wanted you to understand everything is clear now. It's so weird that it's like, it's not I understand, it's everything is clear now. And that's the line that pops up whenever you ask your advisors for help. Like, you can ask them questions and advise you on, like, your council business, and then you go, everything is clear now. I appreciate your help. I lied to you and you trusted me, and I used you to get rid of the hag. It doesn't assuage my guilt, but that's the least I can do. Everything is clear now. What are you going to do with me? Do what you want, but we can't push her away. That's what I think. The fact that she's a demon only means that her path of atonement started in the abyss itself. Will be much longer than others. It means she needs more help, not less. Graber laughed skeptically. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're not going to believe me, are you? Believe the demon, are you? You're a paladin, aren't you? You should be cutting her head off for all the evil things she's done. You're so young, so you should trust my experience. People don't change. That goes double for demons. God damn it, why is every goddamn dwarf this stupid company writes a fucking asshole? Give me good, friendly, good, honest, good, dwarfly people. Although, that's a very dwarfly thing to say, but, you know. Shit. Never mind. That is how what the average dwarf would say. I don't have to like it. Yeah. You're tormenting yourself for nothing. Your lie didn't hurt anyone, did it? So there's nothing to be sorry for. Yeah, I mean... Doesn't mean you should lie to people, but that's not wrong. I do forgive her, ulterior motive or not. Good did come of this. Thank you, I will try. You in my party now? No. So how do we loot the grave? It probably has cool destined artifacts. Oh. So there's still a group of demons up in here, and I never did find the bell. I need to go back and loot the hag. Ooh, the belfry. Oh, that's where the bell is probably. Holy shit, a paladin that wants people redeeming. Yeah, Sheila's a good girl. She's not Unga Bunga Me Smite paladin. Ding dong bing bong. Yay! We go outside and Arushale is just stuck. Is like, yeah, remember when I said that all demons would be frozen because of this? Thanks. I don't blame you. I was ready for this. It's still weird. Boots of free run. Please tell me this gives you freedom of movement. Holy fucking shit. It's freedom of movement boots. Now that's good. What's this one? Demon's Terror. Speed Radiant Enhancement. +2 Speed Radiant Flail against the wielder. +3 attack on the first attack against a new demon. And does 1d6 positive damage. And it's speed. So it gets an extra attack as if it has the haste spell. That's a really freaking good mace. Well. Yes, it spins! Whee! Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I hate that it's called Radiant. Is it not supposed to be called Radiant? What the hell is wrong with Holy? Yeah, true. True, true, true. Yeah, this just gives you fucking haste on your attacks. Or, well, I guess the extra attack version of haste. So what? She gets another attack. +2 enhancement bonus. 1d6 whenever she hits. And a +4 on the first attack against every demon. That's freaky good. I like it. 2d6 damage versus evil? Is it? Wait. Oh, yeah, it might be. Yeah, it's positive energy. Wouldn't that do double damage to demons? Or is it double damage to undead? Or is it double damage to evil, period? No, that's what Holy is. Oh. It's not a standard enchantment. Holy is way better. Ah.
Take a look.
You need to read all the things. Never. Reading is for nerds. And I am way over time, but am I stopping? No. Look, I don't got anything better to do as long as I don't start screaming and hollering.
Draw.
He's fine. He'll be fine. He's fine. He's safe. He's fine.
Hmm?
And go a little bit longer just until we're done with this shit dungeon. I'm going to play extra tomorrow. Or tonight or something to make up for my depression stream cancel yesterday. I got a haircut today and was hanging out with my mom for the first time in months. Which is why I was late today. And then yesterday I got some really terrible news. And I was sad. Oh, come on. The demons up here are gone now. But that was good, honest XP's I could have had. Positive is positive damage. There are very few creatures actually vulnerable to it. Vulnerability is 50 plus 50% damage. Ah. You are the DM. Hat! Hat! +4 initiative. It's a cool hat.
Freedom of... Aww. But my cool plate boots. Freedom of movement would be great on me. Because I can go through pits then, can't I? Because can I be knocked prone with freedom of movement? Or is it just I can't be slowed and paralyzed and stuff? I think freedom of movement is anything that causes you to do anything but normally move. It enables you or a creature you touch. This is the spell version. Grace as well, even under the influence of magic that usually impedes. You can move normally. Yeah, it grants freedom of movement, so it's... I can't be paralyzed, slowed, webbed. I cannot be grappled. I succeed on all combat maneuver checks and escape artist to escape a grapple or a pin. I think I can still be knocked prone. And I can apparently move and attack normally while underwater. I don't think that there is water combat in this game. So. Now suddenly we find the water temple. Okay, who do we want 4 initiative on? I want her to keep that hat. Because that's extra spell slots. And that's extra spell slots. We could give it to him, or we can give it to me. I don't think I especially want it. Because with my cleave build, I generally want to wait for things to approach me. But that does mean I can put myself at the top of the move. No, I can put myself at the top of the next turn's move order anyways. If I could get anything that increased intelligence that wasn't a hat, I guess we'll have to put it on Grey Bar. He's fine. He looks actually pretty fine with that hat on. It matches his armor. Yeah, so I still will be pitted, sadly. But hey, I can cast... No, I can't cast Grease. She can cast Web, and I'll be fine. I won't be subject to the slow of Grease. What is this? An S-Stock. I was told that this game has some really good great swords in it. I'm still using Finnegan. Crippling Kiss. Keen +3 S-Stock. Jesus. This Keen +3 X-Stock confirms a critical hit on an enemy. The target suffers a -2 to attack, saving throws, and skill checks. Exotic. 2d4 +3 piercing plus 15 fucking 20. Nice. What's mine? 17 to 20. Do S-Stocks have a natural 18 to 20? That's pretty nice.
Ah, a surprise.
Free shit. A book. This one that gives me stuff. This carrying dagger, the burned binding.
Take a look. The odds are against us. I like that.
Damn, Gear Boy. Do you like that?
Trivial
It doesn't
request.
mean that you're gonna reinvigorate the land. Oh, is that because I'm freaking fairy bullshit? And go to the top of this and go, haha, by the power of Grayskull. Ooh, physical build +3. Or +2. That's pretty good. But I also want to keep the +4 strength. However, yeah, it's actually really good for Sheila, because now she gets up. If she's unbuffed, she gets all 3. Already has that. You have that cool belt. You have... I don't think you need the strength. It'd be better off with dexterity. Hey, that gives her another touchy touch AC. Or AB. So, since I am Ferryman, can I go wiggity wiggity woo? Oh! Yes. Behold, the power of nature for some reason. I was just here because I wanted to drink. And I like partying, and I'm a good time dwarf. And I got freaking goddamn fairy elves and stuff as my friends, and it's just disgusting. Undwarfish, but this is the power. This is my curse. My burden to bear. Anyone up from there? I think we're done here. Oh! Oh, shit. Hold up. I never looted her. Amulet is circulating blood. Whenever the wearer of this amulet is under the effects of a blood range, they gain fast healing, 5 for the duration of the effect. Quarterstaff +4. It's just +4. How the fuck do you have that? Oh, because Ember has the fireball stick, which is much better. Where is it? She does cast a lot more evocation spells. And if I go, wait a minute, where's my fireball? Just gotta swap the weapons, which I'm pretty sure... God, I wish I could put these down here. That sucks that you can't. Yeah, that really sucks that you can't put these on the hotbar. I think it's a move action to change your weapon. So if I need to, I just swap to the fireball. But this would be much better on her. Move action to stow, move action to draw. Free action to drop. I think in this game, since you don't drop your weapons, it's just a move action to swap weapons. Just period. We can go test it. Hello! Give me fate. Damn it. Damn it! Damn it! Now we're all fatigued. Yeah, there's some changes to this game that are definitely more gamey. Like, flanking is not being on... Oh. Did we just get underway ambushed? Are we Warhammer now?
You had your chance.
Like, flanking in this game is just having two people threatening one character. It's not being on opposite sides of them. Just to make it a little bit easier. There's some other stuff that are more gamified. Which I don't necessarily agree with. I wish there was rules for, I wish it depended on the difficulty. Like, you could definitely program this game to where flanking is actually flanking rules when you play on core difficulty or higher in this game, or just among the plethora of editable difficulty things have, like, flanking rules, you know. Simple or core. Meh. At least I think flanking rules are... Yeah, see, change weapon, move action. So they are truncated into one. Which I am okay with. Damn it, man. Why are you there? Did Lana already go? No. Okay, I can make this work. Thanks. You want to play a Pathfinder game? I mean, you can run anytime. I'll be there.
This was unexpected.
So anyways, it is well past my time to go. Half an hour, in fact. So thank y'all very, very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the
the game. I will be back tomorrow with probably extra of this to make up for my lack of stream yesterday and today. So, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I believe the keyword was play and not run. Oh. Well, we can go Badger Zeph. Perhaps. It is Wednesday, right? So we don't got Toki to raid. Do we got anybody else? Is Flanker suspiciously late live? Nope. Y'all's gonna be an out then. Thank you very much again for watching. Tomorrow, more. Bye. Oh, right as my internet tanks for whatever reason. Holy crap, good timing. Why?